was a night just like this that it happened. The man who lived here went stark raving mad. They say he dispatched his entire family. Sometimes you can still hear the faint echo of their screams. His spirit now haunts this place, looking for others to dispatch. He's out there, watching you from the shadows, creeping ever closer. Come here. You can hide with me. I'll keep you safe from the sound.
everybody! Welcome to the show. Tech Gremlins be damned today. Knock on wood at your homes, everyone. We have everything set up. We are short a person tonight. Well, not short. We knew they would be missing, but don't worry. We have a crazy episode planned for you all tonight. Or at least I have it planned. We'll see how it goes to the players. If you haven't picked up your Streamloot cards, please do so. I saw a bunch getting paid. There may be some community packs left. Check those out as well. We will be needing initiative cards and combat cards tonight, because I have a feeling shit's about to get ugly. I'll give a recap when we start up, but thanks for being here. And we'll be launching this in about 5 minutes, so get yourself something to drink, something to eat, and if you stress out a lot, I don't know, get a shot glass. You're going to need it.
Psst. Psst. Yes, you. Why are you standing there in plain sight? You need to hide. This place is not safe for the likes of you, especially after dark. Ah, I can see by your confused expression that you do not fully comprehend the danger you are in. Perhaps you thought to enter here and find some amusement. But you picked a poor night to come visiting, my friends. It was a night just like this that it happened. The man who lived here went stark raving mad. They say he dispatched his entire family. Sometimes you can still hear the faint echo of their screams in the dark. His spirit now haunts this place, looking for others to dispatch. He's out there, watching you from the shadows, creeping ever closer. Come here. You can hide with me. I'll keep you safe and sound.
Hey everybody, it has been a day. If you see me do this at all during the show, just know this eye's messed up from allergies. It's not that I'm trying to be a pirate today. There's no pirates on the show that I'll ever talk about, no matter how much Blake wants it. No matter how much. There's no Jack Sparrow in this game. Welcome to Ethauntia Superstitions Wanted, everybody. Episode 5 tonight is Masked Memories. We left our group dealing with I guess the wanted that we had the audience roll for Davina. Her old cellmate is shown back up, and they found out she was a retinue for the true faith. Retinue work for Inquisitors. Inquisitors hunt heretics. Heretics are bad, according to the true faith, but Inquisitors push the envelope too far, and they usually have 2 retinue members, their left and right hand, to keep them in check from doing anything worse than they already do. There's a reason that I don't usually have players play those things on the show, because you guys like chaos too much. And if I had an Inquisitor and 2 retinue as the main cast members of a show, this would turn into a full-on fire show. It would be the worst. No matter how much Blake wants to sell fire eating products, it's not going to happen. We left them currently around a table in a tavern chatting with each other and our new cellmate or old partner to Davina. They talked about helping her out. They've worked a deal out, and they said, yeah, we will help you get your memories back out of this brass mask that you wear. So they've gathered it back up. They finished conversation, and they've spent the last 6 days purchasing products, getting things in the city as their first shore leave into this town that we have. Now, I said we're going to need cards because we're doing something a little wild tonight. We did not have a secret time because we had to set up a lot of things last week. But don't worry, we will have one this week. Before we cut forward these 6 days, I do want to give the cast a chance to ask any questions they may have of Lavina. I know her name is the same or similar to the other cast member. That seems so weird. Why would that happen? It's a really good question. So I'm gonna bring everybody on, and we're gonna go over a little, like, in case the cast has any questions before we cut into the big part of the game. So let's get everybody here. We are short Allie tonight, unfortunately, but she has some friends and family in town. Hi, everybody.
Hi, fam.
Hi, how are we doing? Are we all ready? You guys ready for tonight?
Ready.
Always ready for craziness.
Yeah. As everyone shouts in chat, chaos, chaos, chaos. I feel like I'm at a AEW event. Bunch of cards being played. Before I take us down into what Davina has been setting up to help her old cellmate, is there any last questions at this table? Because I know we were running late because of tech issues last week. Is there any questions you guys didn't get to ask or that you would like to ask before we dive into the heart of what we're doing today?
Oh, maybe like how she tracked me. Or it's just...
She would gather the mask up and slide it back in the bag. You guys are eating your food and dinner for that evening. She does not partake in any food or drink. She does open up a bag and pulls out remnants of... It looks like maybe it's like a candied fruit or like a sugared fruit. And she eats those, but she does not partake in any food from here or drink from here. She drinks her own water, and that's it. She says, tracking you was relatively easy. You're not hard to find. You're part of the true faith. Last I had heard when I left Cadra is that you had moved west, and there's not a lot of civilized places out here in the mountains. I went to Holdenar first. You were not there. I tracked up through the mountains, almost died twice. Caught a flight on an airship, landed in a weird town called Merrifield. They told me that there were 3 larger cities here, and I went through those cities and asked around looking for a true faith member out here. There's not a lot of them. A handful. I think I maybe encountered 10, killed 2 of them.
You killed them on duty or what?
Oh, no, they realized who I was and thought I was a threat, and I wasn't going back. You should understand that, right? And she pats that, like, folded up paper she showed you earlier.
Mm-hmm. I do. How much am I worth, anyway?
Depends on who I turn you into.
Oh.
But the goal is, you help me, I help you. We make this record go away. I will say that the family that put this monetary reward out on you is not happy.
Of course they're not.
And she kind of looks around to eye everybody else to see if anyone else is like trying to gauge if Davina would be worth turning in for money. But unless anyone asked her, she kind of passes over it. Doesn't really say much else to it.
Could I... how could we, in Dragonbane's sense, would it be like an awareness or
awareness? Sensing someone's motives, you mean?
Yes.
So it's like kind of, I mean, first off, she's been pretty open about everything.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I think I did that last week.
She is a little shady about like talking about her past, but she did openly say, I don't remember it all. I actually can't remember most of my memories. I believe that when I died in the cell with her, stealing my arm,
I don't know if I stole it or not. Stop saying that.
Well, I remember my arm missing, and she holds up that like mechanical hand again. Says, but here nor there, cellmates are cellmates. We were friends then through survival.
We were friends, yes.
And here we are again, friends through needing to survive.
Oh, so transactional friends, I see.
Is there any other kind?
Well, then we'll check the memories and see if we are still.
Do you
friends.
have true
Oh, yeah.
friends? I don't have any friends that I would consider blood relatives anymore. She like goes like this and kind of pulls down her shirt, and you can see all the stained glass around her neck.
You're not the only one that has a stained glass on the neck. What are you talking about?
And then she like points her arm, and now it's like battle wounds being compared.
So then I show her my chest that has like all down my neck, all of the stained glass.
Same side. It's like you guys are mirrored. Like
Great.
yours is one side, just like because whatever fell between you, took her arm and
I see.
almost killed her as well. Or I should say killed her, and she was reborn as an abandoned. She goes, so if nobody else has any other questions about the nuances about how I found her, how much she's worth, where we're going, what's for dinner, I would really like to prepare to... What? Ghost?
I've got one question for you.
Ah, fuck.
Rude.
Well, I don't really like dealing with spirits, to be
hunting
honest.
her for a while. Did
Yes.
you learn anything interesting while you were hunting her?
Interesting about her?
Just in general on your travels between your waking up missing limbs and finding yourself here with a piece of paper with her worth written on it.
What kind of thing would you be...
Anything about yourself? Anything about our...
I know I'm a retinue member. I woke with my mask laying next to me. I had to study that and figure out what it was. I found out I knew how to fly a airship the hard way by stealing one. What else? Yes, of course. Why the fuck else would you get an airship? I can't afford one. How did you get yours? Stolen, I bet.
I was already on it. I've never left it.
Oh, you died there. Great. So, how did you get a hold of your ship then, Davina? Is it your ship?
Oh no, this is not mine.
Is it hers? Points to Mags.
Yes.
Stolen, right?
For now.
No. Stolen is stolen until you own it. Barely any ship in the skies is owned. I mean, only the rich can do that, or the religious. Same thing, technically. So what did I learn?
To be part of a ship?
I learned that I want my memories back. I learned that the family that is after her is quite insistent on collecting the bounty for her. They are paying a fairly good amount. Some places...
What was the name of the family?
More than others. I think that is Davina's choice to share and not mine.
Why do you want to know? What's the difference? It's just the family that's after me.
True. They are after
I'm
me.
curious. And I think it might be fun to know more about our, some of the members that are aboard our home.
Well, if we're done wasting time here and you're done stuffing your bellies of those who eat, I would like to get on with setting up this ritual space you need. You said it takes time. And she like tries to glaze over the family name, like hard, like it's obvious. She's like, I don't want to be a part of her fucking problem. Almost paranoid, I would say. Almost a feeling of like, no, I don't want to be a part of what she's a part of. I will turn her in for it if she doesn't do what I want, but
I'm going to do what you want, okay?
we'll see. I was told, I remember you being good with spirits. I remember you talking to them all the time in the cells. And I figured that of all people, you can pull my memories from this mask. It's gotta be something you're better at than, say, some of the cultists out here I've tried with.
And if I'm good at it and I can do it, what do I get back from this?
I will help you get rid of your wanted issue.
You promise? And what is it that you want from these memories? Just to know what exactly you did, or is there something else deeper than that?
Does it matter?
I mean, you were my friend once. Why can't I not know?
These fuckers are not.
They're my family.
Well,
You
they're
asked
not
about
my
blood.
family.
These are almost blood family.
No, they are not. There's no such thing. You're either born in or not. You can have
Family be made up
friends.
of anything.
I will argue this until we die again. There's no way. I am not having this discussion. They could be your family. They are not my friends. They have not earned my trust, and they sure as shit haven't earned a keep with me.
Oh, it's okay. I don't want them to be part of your family. I'm just saying. they're
Holy
my
shit!
family.
I'm gonna go get supplies, and she like stands up and like
I've missed
folds
you
the
so
paper
much,
up,
Slavina.
stuffs it back in her paper. And when you say the name out loud, she kind of cringes a little bit. And
What's
she
wrong, Lavina?
nothing. I will see you at the ugly ship at the dock. She walks out of the room.
It's not that ugly.
It's fucking hideous.
Guppy's gonna love her. Guppy's gonna love
Sorry,
her.
she's rude.
She is rude. So
Seems incredibly grumpy.
Yes.
So with that, we'll do a little time passage here. You guys can sit and talk this. I'm gonna start setting up the other part of the map here. You will all be able to see it. I will give a description to the audience and stuff in a minute. Is there anything you guys discuss when she leaves the area?
Do you want me to kill her?
No, not yet.
Second.
That's a
It
really
can
No.
be easy.
No. We
Really good
will
question.
give her what she wants. Maybe she can be useful to us one day. And actually, I think it'd be beneficial if I know, because I can't remember everything either.
This is true. You cannot.
So don't kill her. Let me find out more about myself too.
Well, I mean, since we're all in this together, what, pray tell, is this family that is after you?
A noble family was after me.
Oh, so an
Okay.
easy name that you won't forget. What was the name?
What do you want with the name, Rigor?
We're about to travel into somebody's memories and do some weird ritual, and I'm assuming there's going to be salt involved. I could be helpful, or I
Okay.
could be useless. What was the name?
And I'm gonna whisper it really low so no one else in this tavern can hear.
Well, you guys are in a pretty enclosed room right now. There's a back part, like, you know, to the north of where you are, but there isn't a lot there. I'm gonna move that.
Oh, in the room. Like.
Yeah, she bought the whole room. That back table's empty.
Can
If you would prefer not to say it out loud, I could just slip into your skin and you could think it. All you have to do is ask.
You're probably going to hear her name once we do this ritual, to be honest.
Great, what is it?
Can I do a spot hidden to make sure there's like no, I guess we could say like reliquaries of like listening devices or just anybody watching us?
Yeah, you can make a general one. If you're doing it actively, then no bane or anything.
Okay.
Do you have any abilities you're going to use to make it easier or anything?
No.
Okay,
not for
just
that.
a general roll. Sure.
Just watching. Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see. That is a 10. What is my spot hidden? My spot hidden is a 10.
What do you mean? That's fine. It's equal to or under.
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
Meets
Oh,
it,
meets
beats
it,
it.
beats it.
Experience has got to be over it.
Right. Okay.
No one is listening in here that you can tell.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little sweep, a little visual and auditory and olfactory sweep to see if there's any magic in the area.
Do you have anything to assist with that?
I have a halfling ability that can sniff out magic.
You took it. I was wondering if you did. We haven't used it yet.
Detect magic.
No, it's totally different for halflings. Todd, you want to give him the rundown?
It's called Magic Blooded, and I can use this ability to sense magic within 4 meters. So I guess I could probably do a little tour of this room to look
Yep.
around and make sure.
Yeah. So give me
it's out of ordinary.
a spot hidden or awareness. I would say awareness, not spot hidden, because are you looking just for general auras of magic? Or are you looking for hidden things? Hidden stuff takes longer to find than Dragonbane. It takes like a stretch to search an area because you're like going through drawers and doing that shit.
Yeah, this isn't just like a casual sweep. I want to make sure there's nothing.
So you take like 30 minutes of people having dinner to like take time and walk. Okay, if that's the case, I won't even require a roll for general sense of magic. I'll let you roll if you want to look into it more than that, since you have that ability.
Okay.
Does it cost you willpower?
The listing in the document says no.
Okay, so it's just the sense. Yep, it just might be your sense of
It's just
it
like
around you.
A sixth sense.
So when you go near the fireplace, the fire in the fireplace is magical. The back bar has bottles underneath it back here. Ooh, my thing's black. Hold on here. I'm gonna do that. I just realized I'm like, I can't draw in black. That's not gonna work well. All right, let me do that again. So back here, where you are, there's magic bottles and stuff on the shelf. If you're walking around, these aren't magical. Nothing there is. This fireplace is, and all 3 of these chairs are magical, but yours are not. Nobody's in the chairs though. It's an empty room besides the 5 of you right now, and I would say probably Mags would be sitting there to at least listen, because she's probably going to listen to this part of the episode up until where she has her mask on, and then probably won't listen to that part. So are you going to search any of that stuff deeper than that? Then it would be a roll.
Yes, I will. Especially those chairs. Why would
Okay.
just 3 chairs out of the room be magical?
Yeah, the stools aren't magical. None of that stuff is.
It's the true lazy
So
boy.
you want awareness, or do you want
This would be spot hidden.
spot hidden?
Yep.
Alright, much lower chance of success. Let's find out.
Would you like a boon?
Yes. Let's take a boon.
All right, you get a boon from Serving Hands for aware. It works for spot hidden and awareness.
Hands, that does not help though. I got a 14 and a 15, but my spot hidden's only 7.
Do you want to push? Because we're gonna have 6 days off. That means it'll just reset.
Might as well go into it, right?
Well, no, it will have 6 days off. Everything will reset. Everybody will have all the willpower back. All that stuff will reset because you guys will have 6 days of rest.
Sure. Then I will.
The reason, by the way, that we're waiting, so everyone knows, is because if you remember, Mags is fucked up right now. And she can't wear the mask until she's healed some of these issues.
Yeah, and she rolled a week, didn't she?
She
The
did.
audience rolled in 6 days.
That is why it is 6 days.
That's right.
What you got on your roll?
So this redoes the roll.
Yeah, you're pushing it. You just pick whatever condition you want and push it.
Do I get the boon as
Yep.
well then?
Yep.
Again?
All the dice get re-rolled across the board.
All right. Oh, it's an 18 and
Oh no.
well, I'm glad it's a boon and not a bane. So that's an 18 and a demon. So
Oof.
again, a fail.
Do you want to push again?
Oh.
Okay. They're magical. You have no idea why. It would take somebody who's an actual mancer that casts spells and specifically detect magic to really know what it is. Davina might be able to with spiritualism, but it would be at a bane because it's not in her school of training.
I will let them know. I'll like kind of be quiet about it at the table, but
Okay.
fireplace?
Okay.
There's 3 chairs for some reason. I'm not sure why chairs would be. The fireplace, sure, keep it hot or keep it going, whatever. But if you could take a look, I haven't smelled that kind of magic before, so it's new to me.
It's just a name. Just say the name. Wild.
They're still talking.
I just kind of give an eye to Grigor, like, not now. Can I try casting Ghostly Light? It's a light, like a 5-meter light that reveals hidden spirits or the unseen. That's probably the best thing I could do about these.
Is that a trick or is that a spell?
It's a magic trick.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you cast it. Spirits in the area. Grigori lights up more than normal. You see his true state, whatever your resting state is right now. Are you still red right now? Because that's your natural resting state, but it can shift on what you're doing. Yes, the fireplace actually has a spirit in it.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And I would look at Hasten and then look over at the fireplace. Someone is there. I'll speak in hollow.
The fire dies down when you speak in hollow.
And I continue speaking in hollow. Do you not want to make yourself known?
Nothing happens.
Are you afraid?
No response. If you want to get anything out of this, you would actually have to use like persuasion or something to do it, or a spell if you want to like fucking try to fetter it to you or do anything horrible. But usually conversation's the best route. Not fuck this guy. Unless you're a true faith member that does that stuff. There are true faith members that treat spirits like tools.
No, I don't do that. I guess persuasion.
Sure.
I'll try persuasion, and I'll just ask you.
So we do have a stratagem. If you are interested in using it, we do have calming spirits. If you want to start a stratagem, it is 6 points. A success is 1, a crit is 2, and you can have a conversation up till 6, which will shift their attitude. You have to get to 6 points to shift their attitude 1, and we have shift attitude cards if you want to use those. So right now it's scared, whatever it is, or in hiding. So if you would like to shift attitude, we can use one of those right out of the gate. Do you want it to not be scared and have a better chance? Otherwise, right now, you're at 3 Banes to your roll. So that'd be 4 dice you're rolling, taking the worst. If you do a shift attitude, it goes down to 3 dice that you're rolling in total.
I'm just debating on talking to the spirit here, or do we go straight to the salt circle?
We can fast forward 6 days. That's up to you. Depends if you think the spirit's important. You know my stuff is a sandbox. It's up to the players to decide how they want to handle things.
How they want to hang themselves.
True,
Okay,
that
so-
too. 100%. Yes, death, murder.
So there is a spirit in the fireplace, but it appears to be very scared of all of us.
We do have a good amount of shift attitudes too, if that makes a difference for you.
Do you want me to see if I can get them to talk?
I'd rather just know the name. I don't know why we're being so cagey in a world full of ghosts.
Okay.
But if you'd rather not do it here, let's go back to the ship.
They could just be having a private conversation amongst themselves.
They could
have
also be
nothing to do with
fed
what
into
we're
the
doing.
fireplace and keep everything warm. I mean, we have a ghost
Yeah.
that's tied to a fucking ship.
All right, then I would just turn to the fireplace and kind of just nod my head and just go rest in peace.
There would be a flicker of acknowledgement in the fire, but the spirit would not.
That's fine.
Unless
I'm
you're
just
gonna spend
acknowledging
time.
if the group doesn't want it, I just acknowledge that the spirit is there and just basically saying,
All right.
like a formal goodbye.
I'm going to set this up. I'm going to move. I'm going to click where you guys need to look. You should see your characters over here. Don't move them. Over on this side, there should be a black box right now with your characters on it. You see it over there? And owlbear. Yeah, okay. So the black box it's there. So I'm going to set us up for this, everybody. So as you spend the 6 days prepping everything, carving the circle in the floor with Mag's permission or not, your choice, don't really care. You're going to need it to have a ritual circle down here. Rituals in Ethauntia are a little different. We're all used to a Ouija board in our world, like real life. People use them all the time. There's a bunch of ways to contact as a medium to contact spirits elsewhere. That's normal in like occultism, as we say, because occult is the right pronunciation from the 1700s. Don't check it out. It's true, though. So that's just the people who have been here for all these seasons. Trust me. With that, there is a war lantern normally that you use that has a silver spike on it, or it'll be like a pendulum that hangs or something like that that hangs over top. And they can't see that, Todd. I'm on solo. Yeah, we're on solo. We will in a sec. So that's normal ritual. I'm gonna put something on screen and I'm gonna give a description here first, and then I'll let him see it. So I wrote something for this, which is very fucking rare. So the scene opens with chairs being dragged across the floor. The sound of it on the lower decks. You can hear the finishing of pounding throughout the angler's lyre as they are preparing the last couple of days of preparation to finish the ship to take it back out into the tides. But there's something they have to do before, which we've been talking about. They said they're going to help Lavina, Davina's old cellmate. Research has been done, people have been investigating stuff, but nothing has been drawn up about her cellmate. Even trying to find any information out about the wanted status of Davina has been wiped from the city. As promised, her old cellmate is keeping her name as clean as possible until she either helps her or fails her. At night, every wanted poster that she has collected in this port has been folded up and stuffed into Davina's room on the Angler's Lyre. There's also one of those wanted posters given to Jinzo. No, yours. With it, it is collected with the other wanted poster that you have. All right. You did not put it there. It was found and set. As the chairs are dragged through and it gets louder, as everyone's grabbing their personal favorite chair in the Angler's Lyre, a salt circle has been carved in the floor. Magical salts have been poured in to help with this ritual. Symbols have been put all over it. And in the center is a rope spool as a table. On top of it, there is a circular board with more glyphs carved. As it opens with Davina hanging a war lantern with a thin stiletto-like silver spike hanging from it. And it acts like a diviner for yes, no's, different realms of existence, names over top of this circular table. I'm going to take us over. I'm going to move this so that you all can see it. Can you guys see that on the map now?
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to take us over, and then I'll let the audience see it as well. Oh, this is too big. Let's go to this one.
That's cool.
Each chair is your own personal favorite. Whatever you like out of them, however you want that chair to look, is up to you. It's stuff that you guys have just collected on the Angler's Lyre since you guys have all been together. Davina, there is Mags there. She already has the mask, and it starts with your cellmate strapping it on. She whispers something in a language that I don't think anyone here has. But to make sure that that is correct, who here speaks Pacted or Ignan?
Damn it. I don't have
Does
any
your
of those
spoon?
languages. No, my spoon does not have those languages.
Anyone who wants to roll can roll a languages roll, but it is at 3 Banes.
Ooh.
I'll do it.
Can we do it just for shits and giggles?
You risk fucking demoning this, and I promise you there is a problem if you do.
Okay, no, I'm not doing it.
I'm doing it.
Of course you are, Chaos Monster. Of course you are.
2 of them were under. 1 was not. So
Was it a 20?
It wasn't. It's fucked up because that would have been picking.
All right. So as this place is lit, a low-lying, really cold fog starts to sprout from the ring that is put in. Everyone slides their chairs into the ring because you have to be inside of it if you're going to participate in this. Lavina will help tuck everybody in. In the center of the table, there are 2 sets of leather straps with a hammer and nails.
What?
I've immediately drawn all of this into the reliquary I have, the little Book of Realms.
If you're taking notes, Lavina will give you the evil eye the entire time.
Great. She didn't tell me the name.
That I said Lavina. I'm talking about her
I
cellmate is giving you the fucking
I
eye.
asked
Okay.
Lavina
all right.
first, the name.
Just-
she didn't
just-
give it to me.
Being clear. So let me grab our other map here. I want our vertical one. Here we go. Because this one is going to look the best for the scene, I think. With that, Lavina grabs Mag's hands, drags them across, puts her wrists in straps on the table like this, and nails the leather down through the table and down through the cable spool, which is also bolted into the deck of the table, so that during this ritual, nothing can get disturbed or fucked up easily. If someone thrashes, you don't want them tossing the board, you don't want them tossing the table, disturbing the salt. This entire encounter is going to be beginning at 4 Banes. As a party, everything you do is 4 Banes. As a group, you can work to wash those Banes out until something is rollable and achievable. You can use cards. You can do whatever you want to do this. This will all be in scene. Even in combat, everything is at 4 Banes in a scene until you wash them down. Once things get achieved, this scene will become easier mechanically.
Okay.
She straps her down. She puts her arms down with her mechanical arm off and put away. She puts like where it's cut off far up so you can strap it down where the elbow is.
Oh, so I'm strapping her down too.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So whoever nails her down, good to go. Who nails her down?
I would nail her down.
All right. I'm going to note that you did it. I do not need you to roll anything unless it comes up.
Yeah, no, I would do it because this is my ritual.
If it comes up, the roll will be, did you do your job right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Lavina nailed down by Davina. All right. Everybody has their gear.
It's so fucking bad. Okay.
Everybody has all their stuff. Lavina looks at the party and she says, your captain is ready. She's not going to be able to speak in a few moments. As the mask takes over, it will fill her mouth with a coal dust-like substance, and she will only be able to speak as the mask itself. It will not harm her. If we rip the mask off early, that can cause permanent psychological and physical damage. And she shows like a line down the side of her face that's never healed, even as an abandon. It's like a scar that just isn't quite gapped together right.
You try to take your own mask off?
I did. If
Oh,
you,
I'm so sorry.
when you go against the Inquisitor's words, it becomes very warm inside that mask.
I see.
She says this only once. I thank you all for assisting me in this. This is really your last chance to step out if you do not wish to be a part of the ritual.
Is there anything else that we should know about the ritual? Is it gonna hurt?
I've never done it before. No. I only know what it works like in theory. Davina and I have studied the book that I have. We've set up the circle properly. These are stolen documents between the True Faith and some of the cults out here in Moldavia. No. I can't promise it will go well, but the more of us that are there, the easier this will be.
So, if need be, I can just stick this if anything goes bad in the base of someone's neck.
You would have to be able to pull yourself out of the memories. I don't know if you can do that without Davina pulling us out.
Always good to be ready.
If Davina happens to perish while we're in there, everyone will be shunted back to your bodies. You should be fine. A headache, nothing more than a bad day of drinking, I would say. I don't know what happens to spirits, though. And she turns and looks at Grigori.
He'll be okay.
I mean,
He's
I
very
can't even get
strong.
inside the circle, so I'm interested to see how this goes.
Oh, you can't get in the circle?
I'm outside of it. We've wrapped it with holy salt and binding salt.
Sure have.
I know.
Well, you
But
are.
what I will say is this. Davina, could you do me a favor? And I'm going to hand her a nail.
Oh.
Would you mind placing this nail inside the center of the table for me?
Who's
Have it
this
in there
nail?
really.
Is this you?
No, it's just a nail.
I'm gonna
Like
need
many
a
others hidden around
fucking
the
roll
ship.
for that. I would like opposed rolls, please. Davina is not an idiot. She definitely knows how this shit works. I would need a bluff
So-
versus an awareness roll. You know, I feel like Turbo Reaper is the right beer for this situation. It seems right. The name seems right. You can always push Davina if you'd like to start this.
That's
entire-
okay. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, you can't.
I rolled a natural
push.
22.
You can't push. You can't push
Are you
demons.
serious?
Oh my god, that's
We're both, everybody else in the room knows except for 2 people.
Hold on.
Wow, that's hysterical.
Boy, how do I want to do?
This dice is going to jail.
I'm only sending one message.
Mason, perhaps maybe we should just take over. They're having troubles.
Let's see here.
The dice
Don't
want
fucking
it.
send it to me. Fuck off.
Oh man, that's. Make sure you mark it, guys.
I did. Thank you.
Did you mark yours too, Blake?
Hey, Diana, feel
did.
free to look at that. I would definitely keep it to yourself.
Not looking.
It's in your private chat.
Oh. Would I know this? I would know this. You just gave.
I mean, yeah, but it looks like that. It looks like the right one.
Yes.
I don't know if you. Yeah.
No,
Eh?
thank you. We don't need. And I just kind of stared at him. We don't need any more to the party. Do you understand? Just in case things go bad.
Your other option here, Grigori, is you could push your chair in, try to hold on to it as you manifest your way through, which means you got to roll versus the ritual circle. It's 4 banes as a will roll.
It's 5 banes. It's actually 6 banes because we have 2 things against will added onto it because of the assaults.
No, I already included that into why it's that high.
Oh, great.
Oh, if you want to roll 6 banes, that'd be great.
It's 4. Would you would you like a card versus this to lower it by 1?
I would. Yes, I would.
All right. Now hold on here. Let me do this. Would you like to spend any willpower? I'd say if you're willing to spend 4 willpower to get in here, I'll knock it down by 1 more as you're resisting. So we're at 4 to 3 with a card. 2
No.
if you spend willpower.
I'm not going to. I'm not
Okay.
gonna spend willpower.
I will say your chair counts as 1 as well. So you got 2 banes on top of your die. So 3 dice in total.
The chair I built out of the engine parts of Guppy to piss him off every time he's getting fucking antsy. about shit.
You're a dick. Do you want to push if there's no 20s?
I don't need to push.
Are you
But
successful?
I will say a line that was given earlier by Serving Hands. Pizza, pizza. With a 13 on my lowest roll.
Your
So,
lowest? Oh, man.
Or my highest roll. I have met it.
I have a 8-part clock for this session. When this 8-part clock is full, the scenes end. If more of them are
Okay.
good, then you get to kind of decide how this ends. If more of them are bad, there's only one solution at the end. So, because he used a card, I'm immediately filling 1 bad. Because that card says, fill a clock. All right.
Supreme. Feels right.
All right. As you guys sit down at the table, preparing, everything dims out into this really dark ambiance. It is cold at first, and then there is a ring of fire that ignites around the salt in the room. It is warm now, almost uncharacteristically warm. Like you are sitting or fell asleep too close to a fireplace. We're going to start with this. Since this is Diana's wanted, I'm going to let the audience roll me a d4. This is going to determine the starting memory we're going with out of the gate after the one I'm going to do here. The next memory, I should say, not starting. It starts dark. There's a sound of chalk on a wall, scratches, and just furious scribblings. A light, almost pinpoint, as 2 people turn and look back at the camera of the group. There's 2 younger women drawing images on the wall of what looks like trees and lakes and just beautiful murals in color. With that, with a D4, we get a, what is that, a 1? Oh, perfect.
No, the first one was a 4.
Oh, it was a 4?
Yeah, the first one's a 4.
Even
from
better.
Serving Hands.
Even better. There is a quick flash as the chalk spills to the ground as the prison door is opened up. The group is looking from the perspective of the camera in, except for Davina, who is in the cell. When the door opens, there is a flash and this chalk-like dust that fills the room. Davina, you are standing next to your father in the Chapel of Rites. Everybody is in the audience in a pew. There's probably only about 20 people sitting in this room. It sits easily a few thousand. It has mezzanine levels inside the church, in the Chapel of Rites. Chapel of Rites is not a term that any of you would know. Davina, I actually need you to make me a will roll to pull out the rest of this memory. On failure, the audience rolls a d6 damage and you take it to your willpower.
So I have to roll under my will. Yeah.
Under, equal or under. No,
Okay.
remember, everything is going to start with 4 Banes, so don't roll yet.
Okay.
Is there anything that the group would like to do being part of the scene playing out? You can ask questions, you can interact, but it is a young Davina standing next to her father. I would say dressed pretty noble-ish, in robes that is just an eye with a gem in the center, like as a brooch, talking to a taller gentleman, long blonde hair, very knightly looking. He's in robes as well, and they are arguing, but the conversation is muddled. You can't really hear it well. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to go around. I'm going to do our call for me. So it starts with Jinzo. Sitting in the pew is just a person watching. How do you interact with the scene? Is there anything you can do? As you can tell, this is becoming a heated debate, and Davina is even kind of pulling on her father's arm to like, let's leave. Let's not do this.
Can I try to see what they're saying from where we're at?
Yes, if you'd like to. That is an awareness roll. It is with 3 Banes instead of 4. Would you like an awareness card towards this? It does not move a clock.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
I'll say all the cards, and I'll only tell you if it's gonna move a clock normally, so you don't have to worry about that at all. So I'll get your awareness roll. I think the latest one was from Star Drew.
Thank you, Star Drew. What am I? I'm at 2 Banes then?
3 instead of 4.
3 Banes.
Oh, sorry. With awareness, I apologize. You are correct. 2. I apologize. 2 Banes. I need an abacus in front of me that's like white and green trackers for boons and banes. That'd be fucking great. Actually, I'm just gonna pull these over.
That is a no. Can I push on this one?
You can
actually
absolutely push.
But okay. Let me see.
Little do people know those bushcraft cards might help tonight.
I'm gonna say, because this is definitely something Jinzo's, I mean, probably with most people, has never really done. This is very weird to him. I'm gonna go disheartened on this one. He's just very like he's already kind of cut off from now, trying to be involved in something as specific as this, trying to help, and yeah, he's very I'm gonna say he's very disheartened on this.
Okay.
Guys, you're about to find out everything about me.
That's a 1 and a 16, so that's a no.
As you just go to speak, someone next to you puts their hand on your shoulder. The person looks at you. Their face is very hawkish, pointed. She seems to be of noble class, but nowhere near the people up in the front of the Chapel of Rites talking. In Cadraic, do you speak Cadraic?
I do not.
Give me a language roll. This is at 4, unless you have a way to knock it down.
Can I stick my spoon in my mouth?
Yes, all items that you would have in real life are here.
Yeah.
You can absolutely use that. Would you like a card to assist you?
Yes, please.
All right. Would you like to use, the only one that would work for this is at a cost.
Yes.
It will move the clock.
That's fine.
All right.
Language roll.
You re-roll all of them, just so you know.
I know, but I just rolled, and that's a demon. I rolled a 20.
When she is speaking to you in Cadraic, she corrects you and says that you do not speak in front of the eye of the Chapel of Rites. Doing that will get you disemboweled. You know what happens. Be quiet.
I was going to say, I didn't say anything.
You have fear for the rest of this scene. It will go away in the next scene. So next scene, you'll be able to take that condition off. With that, I'll go to the next person. Davina, you're pulling on your father's robes. Do you want to go now, or do you want to pass to see if anyone can assist you? So far, nobody has. You are currently at 4 Banes minus any cards or anything else. Do you want to wait to see?
Yeah, let me let the rest of the group go, see if I can get
Okay.
answers to what's going on.
Kason, you're sitting on the pew. There are people next to you. Next to you is Grigori. He is a spirit. And on your left-hand side, the woman who just scolded Jinzo is sitting there. And you heard the conversation in Cadraic. Do you speak Cadraic?
I do.
You understand exactly what she said. Would you like a religion or an occult roll on the cult, or on the eye?
I'll do an occult roll.
It's a 4 Bane, unless you have a way to knock it down.
Okay. 4 Bane. 4 Bane.
You can do it at a cost. That'll knock down by 1, but it will move the clock.
I mean, yeah, I'll go for it.
Okay.
If we're keeping the clocks from moving, that's just.
Well, I mean, they're going to move some way faster. Just has other things that'll happen. Or would you like to use a shift attitude with this person to make it easier as well? She seems angry. That's a purple and a green. You can easily do it. That's that. So since it's a purple, that'll knock it down 3 Bane in total.
Oh, good. So 1 Bane.
1 Bane. Mark this as a black mark. We are at 3 of the 8 pies.
Hey, meets it, beats it. Yeah,
Let's
meets
go.
it, pizza. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to send you a private message
uh-oh.
in Discord because this is information you can share setting here, but the woman could hear it, and I don't want to do that to you unless you are willing to do it. And this is old Cadraic terminology. There you go. With that, she calms. You were successful on a roll, so that means all of the rolls from now are 3 Banes until the end of the scene. Because you made 1 successful roll. What would you like to do? You did listen in. You know what she's saying. You know what it is. Is there anything you would like to do to assist Davina in the scene? Yes, that is right, serving hands. He got just hardcore.
Well, I could offer moral support. I could.
You could object. It looks like there's an argument going on before or after either a sermon or a meeting. You really don't know the timing. It's just getting heated.
I'd like to help calm the situation if I can. Is there a way that I would be able to?
How would you do that? It would be persuasion, unless you have a different way to do it.
So terrible at that.
Oh, hey, if you have a different way of doing it, let me know. There are 20 people here, 20 in total.
20 people in the chapel?
In the chapel. So 18 viewers, 2 people, 17 viewers, the 3 of you up front.
Oh.
Your group's just kind of all in the same row, sitting with somebody else who's scolding them.
But I'm so quiet. I never talk.
She don't
I'm
fucking
going
know that.
to. I think I'm going to try to be a little sneaky and do. I want to move up to her to give her something, but like whisper about the thing you just told me.
Are you going to go
It's
up to the front to do it?
Yeah, but I want to do it in a way that I do like a pratfall. So like,
Is he digital it for you guys?
Yeah.
Todd, hit refresh really quick. You were really hard to hear there. It sounds like an internet drop. Just hit the button of love, the refresh button. Or whatever it is you do to make it work. 'Cause you always find a way to make your audio sound fine. He's like, yeah, I fucking leave. No.
Oh, great. Now we're down to 3. This is great. This is great. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Don't worry, Divya.
It matches the number of Banes we had.
Wait, Todd, come back.
He's like, no, I'm never coming back. Here, let me just move his character off the screen. He's dead. Try now, Todd. Are you saying you're gonna walk up to the front?
I'd like to go up in a way that I can do like maybe a pratfall to kind of cut the tension, to just
Okay.
sort of trip as I go up to say something to her.
You're gonna be a court jester right now?
Yeah, because I found that, or I should say, Kinzo has Kaysen, who are we? We merged.
DBZ fusion.
Kaysen has found that like being a halfling, like sometimes you're seen as a child, so he's gonna do something childlike to kind of be a little bit of a fool to help her situation.
Very commonly done.
So if I could, I'd like to roll acrobatics just to
you can
roll funny fall.
We are currently at 3 Bane, but we do have, if I remember correctly, a card for athletics and acrobatics, like physical movement, and there's no clock cost for it.
All right, sounds good then.
All right.
What's going on?
I mean, the answer is always everything.
So how many Bane?
So it's 3 with the card. It'll make it 2.
2. All right. 10, 2, 19.
Do you want to push?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna push.
All right.
This is I think it'll be days because it's trying to be agile, and I followed it up. So I'm gonna give myself another Bane.
You hit your head on the pew during the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So there we go. 3, 2, 7. How many am I? That's it, right? 3?
Is that good?
It's 2 Bane, 1 actual die. I'm just giving you the Bane. You always have your normal die.
7 is under my 10. I made it.
Yay.
So you trip and hit your head. Her dad doesn't break concentration. Like, he's still staring at the guy, like, getting ready to fucking lay into this guy verbally. The one, though, that he's talking to turns and looks at, he laughs at me. He's like, child. And when he says that, you're, like, young again. Like, young. Like, 9 years old. And everybody who, like, when he stands back up, he looks like a kid. Not a halfling, an actual kid. And he goes, kid,
like a child,
child, sit down before you injure yourself or break something. And he goes like this and licks his thumb and he wipes the blood off your forehead. I need a will save from you.
So this is a
Just a will. Will equal to or lower. Again,
under my will.
You were successful. That knocks it down by 1, so it's 2 Banes, not 3.
So my will's pretty good. Let's see.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Nope. First roll, demon.
Oh my god.
When he wipes it away, he stops and stares at you, and there's a flicker. Todd, I will send you a message of what you see. You take 3 willpower points of damage.
Oh, man.
Is this the flicker of my dad or of this man?
The man who leans in to wipe the blood off of him, that's what you see. There you go. With that, I'll go to the next person. I'll ask Davina again. Are you going to go, or do you want to wait?
I'm going to wait.
You are noticing things that are happening in the scene. Jinzo's getting scalded. He walks up, falls, stands up, and he's a kid. The priest that you know is the person your father was arguing with, the name that we've discussed that has not been named, is wiping the blood off of his head. You don't see that part of whatever Kaysen sees. I'm assuming Kaysen gets up and goes back to his seat. Okay? So I will...
Kaysen's got flashbacks to when he was actually 9, to like the horrific rituals that went on. So he's spooked.
So, again, did you fail your will save, correct?
Yeah.
That means you also have fear, same as Jinzo. It goes away at the end of the scene. That takes us to Grigori, sitting at the end, on the, like, near the aisle. You see your little halfling buddy as a kid coming back, walking and sitting down. The woman is still scolding Jinzo, like, quietly, but in that way where you know that when they leave here, he's getting the shit slapped out of him, or paddled or something. Jinzo looks like he normally does right now, though.
I was going to say...
He is not looking like a kid.
Did I see...
Nope.
Did I see Kaysen change
Oh,
Like,
he,
do I have a memory of Kazin being a
yes, when he
halfling
fell
and changing
and he
half-
stood up, same clothes and everything. He's just a kid now.
Right. Perfect.
What would
I'm
you like to
gonna
do?
go ahead. I want to roll for rep because I want to understand the dream state that we're in,
Okay.
and I have the feeling that if we are noticing things changing in front of us, that in this memory that we're having, all might not be what it seems, and maybe it's playing off of our emotions or our fears due to everything that's going on.
Okay.
And what I'm trying to do is make notes to remind like what things look beforehand and after.
Okay.
Noticing the changes that are going.
How are you going to help Davina in the scene, or is that not your purpose? Because otherwise, she's going to her, and then what happens up there,
My
she's going to
goal
be
here
rolling
is
with
to see
Banes.
if there's anything I notice about this, so I can bring that information to her,
Okay.
pull it up to her, and whisper in her ear.
Okay. No one seems
To
to
try to
notice
give
you
her a
right
more-
now. I will say you do look like a spirit right now, unless you manifest still. So all normal rules apply
Great.
right now. All right, yeah. Realms, it is currently at 2 Banes. So you'd be rolling 3 dice in total. 2 Banes and your normal die. Would you like a card to get rid of one? Or you already rolled? I already heard it.
I already rolled. I rolled 2 2s and a 3, which are all under.
All right, so
Ooh,
successful.
nice.
That makes us down to 1. This isn't a dream
Great.
state. That's the first thing you'll say.
It's not.
No, when you turn and look, since you're a spirit, and you like focus for a minute, you can still see the needle on the war lantern moving, and it is drawing something on the diagram on the equivalent to like the ritual board for usually used for spiritualism, and it is carving new letters into the board. Like the needle doesn't touch. It hangs probably about this far from the top, so you can see, you know what I mean? If you're looking at a side shot, like the needle swings like this above the board. It is touching it and carving right now.
Does Davina have anything that's polished on her, from what I can see?
I don't know. It's up to Davina.
Polished as in like something
Polished
silver?
metal.
It would be you in your current form, just in this scene, this memory that you're remembering. It would still be you as of right now. So, does your character wear something polished?
I mean, I am like I do wear jewelry and stuff. If that's
Sure.
what you mean.
Great. I'm gonna go ahead and cast mirroring.
Okay, and what does that do for the audience?
So the way that mirroring works is anything I would have touched or I can get close to, I can basically put a copy of myself that I can speak through that they can hear and that they can see. It has to be on a mirrored surface.
Okay, sure. There's like a flat part on like a bracelet or something that she's wearing. I think that's fair. And what are you doing
Okay,
with it?
I just want to make sure that for the rest of this that's going on, I want her to be able to hear me directly.
Hear you directly. Okay, so what do you want to say? Are you sharing any info with her about what's
What
going
I'm
on?
going to tell her is, Davina, it seems like this area we're in is not quite a dream state. It seems like you might have more control than you think you have. So whatever weird emotions are coursing through your body right now, just remind yourself you're in control. Just stay calm. Just look into the things that you want to do. We're not stuck with our memories or the reasons we're wanted. You're stuck with serving your new family.
So you're bolstering her through the knowledge that you have.
Yes.
All right. Well, that takes us to Davina. Davina, we're currently at 2 Bane. You look so short on the camera right now.
I know.
It's like, you're like this big.
I know. I don't like it.
Why are you legit? Get this girl a phone book. It's like your camera moved. Here, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna fix it for you, so you're not casing tall.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. There you go. A little more normal for you. All right. So I was like, why is she so fucking short today? What would you like to do? You've passed the initiative, kind of a verbal initiative around to everybody. You're by yourself.
I want to know what's being said.
So they were arguing. Besides the interruption, she turns back. Your father in High Cadraic. Do you speak High Cadraic?
High Cadraic? I speak Cadraic. Not...
Then I would need a language roll at a Bane. It will determine if you understand it perfectly or just bits and pieces.
Okay. Language. Okay, beans.
Serving hand says you are hiding under the table because this is scary shit.
I mean, yeah. You're not right. Should I roll, or do I have, or...
If that's up to you. Do you want to use any cards? Do you think you want to use?
Do we have any cards for languages?
We have no cards directly for languages, but I don't think. At a cost would be the one you could use. But that moves the clock one.
No, I don't want to move.
It's currently moved 3 out of 8.
Oof. You're welcome. No, let me roll and see what happens.
All right. This also determines how much information Davina gets back before we leave this.
No, I rolled a 15 and a 16.
Would you like to push? Or you could patch it if you have a patch, which is a reroll.
I do not have patch.
Oh, well, would you like to push? Which condition would you take? They are arguing back and forth. It is heated after Kaysen goes back to his seat as a child.
I would be angry.
Perfect. Your father is yelling at him saying, do you realize that by doing this, you're going to fucking destroy everything that we have built? Everything. This is the Chapel of Rituals. It is not made to use rituals that you think are important to the city's religion. And they're heated about it. He's like, I will do whatever I need to do for this. It protects you, your daughter, the small congregation that is here to witness this conversation. You are not in charge. I am. We are going to do this. Everything is set. The stones and gems are ready. We have drawn all of the ritual marks throughout the city. We are ready. This will move us into a new era. You can't fight this, because if you do, we're going to die. We know the tides are coming. If you re-roll, I'll give you all the innuendo.
Can I re-roll?
You
Oh yeah,
push.
I'm gonna re-roll because I pushed.
If you're going to push. I was giving people a chance to give you a patch, but they did not. So.
It sounds like the turmoil set up.
Maybe.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what am I rolling for? I forgot.
Huh? Languages.
What am I roll? Languages. Damn it. Fuck. I'm 1 over.
Oh,
This is 6 and an 8.
Oh, either a patch, or if you would like to do...
Nessie said patch 32 is available.
Fine. Patch 32 from you from Nessie. Reroll again.
Thank you, Nessie. Let's see what happens. No, that's a 19 and a 13. Okay.
You can't get the in-between. During this time, you know you were young. You don't remember all, but you were still like teenager, probably. How old is Davina? How old does she look in her abandoned body?
She's an adult. I rolled for adult, so I would
So
say
adult?
in their mid-30s, maybe?
So I'd say you were probably late 20s then. It's not a teenager. Probably late 20s.
So recent.
Yeah, like right before, I mean... Oh yeah, I didn't think about that time-wise. I apologize.
Yeah, you gotta think about the...
No, you would have been a kid.
Yeah.
You would have been a kid for this. This would probably been when you were about 14, 15 years old. Due to timeline.
14 years. Can I talk in this?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You just did 2 Bane.
I would I guess I would just look at my father and Papa, stop arguing with him. And I just kind of like tug on his arm to come sit back down and just kind of like try to calm my dad down.
Okay. Would you like to use a purple card to shift his personality? Would you like to shift him from angry down 1 with you? Because he turns and there's like that look of anger, which you usually probably don't get. I'm assuming you and your dad got along well.
Yeah.
That's up to you, I guess. Did you?
Yeah.
All right. Would you like to use a shift attitude?
Yeah, let's do that.
We're going to use 1 from our old show from Serving Hands.
Thank you.
And I'll knock him down 1. That means you only have 1 Bane currently to calm him. I would probably say a persuasion unless you have another way you're calming him out of this, but or you have any other items you want to use or anything to lower it down. Otherwise, it's at 1 Bane right now.
No, my item is a sleight of hand. No, I would just.
No, item like any piece of gear that would make sense during this, like a note from your mother, anything that you have that would make sense to lower it. But if you don't have anything, it's just at 1 bane. If nothing's at top of the mind.
No, I don't have anything.
All right, then it's just 1 bane to calm your dad.
Persuasion, you said?
Yep. Which means this will knock it down to 1 bane for this scene, for the rest of the scene. See if you can get it. What could go wrong?
No, that's a 17 and a 12.
Do you want to push? How many more conditions can you push is probably a better question.
All of them, except for the one. So I'm gonna push scared.
Okay. What skill does that affect?
Will.
All right. As long as you're not using a will skill, you're fine.
Persuasion.
It's not. It's charisma.
Evil. You're evil? This is terrible.
No. It's 11 and a 9, which 9 is my persuasion.
You did not roll 20. You're welcome to push again. Take another
Wait, is it
condition.
9 your persuasion?
I have a 9 to persuasion, but my bane was
And
an
pizza
11.
pizza. Dude.
No, he has 11.
No.
No. It's a
Oh.
I
bane.
can take the 11.
Yeah. Do you want to push again? Or are you going to let it ride?
I feel like I need to push because I feel like this is important. Especially if this is not a this I can maybe calm the situation in this time lapse time. Okay, exhausted would make sense.
Oh, it'll make sense in a few minutes, that's for sure.
Oh fuck. Okay. Whatever. Here we go. Nope, that's a 10 of 17. I'm done.
As you're
I
trying to
tried my
call him,
best to hold him.
he puts his hand like kind of on your waist and pushes you behind him.
Okay.
And in High Cat Drake, they start arguing again. And then for the first time in your life that you ever heard the language of Hollow,
Mm-hmm.
he starts yelling at him in Hollow.
Ooh.
Now you know how to speak Hollow. You've heard it numerous times. You speak it fluently now.
Yeah.
But nowhere growing up, this is like that moment in memory where you remember hearing Hollow for the first time. With that said, everybody who's out in the congregation can hear it. If you made your roll, which currently the only one who made their roll was Grigori and Kaysen. They both made theirs. Jinzo did not. You will be rolling with 2 Bane, and this is to hear the conversation that's going on. If you speak Hollow,
I speak Hollow.
you're standing there. I'm not worried about you. This is for
Oh,
them to
sorry,
hear it
sorry,
over the whisper yelling and everything else. So Jinzo, do you speak Hollow?
I do now.
Okay, you failed. Yours is at 3 Banes.
Fuck me.
Do you want to risk it, or are you just listening to the person bitching at you? Remember, 20s are bad. This is that risk reward. Like, you're learning why extra dice are horrible.
Yeah, I feel like because he's quiet. He's being yelled at for not being quiet, and he's trying to help. He
Yep.
definitely is. So yeah, I'm gonna try it.
All right, don't fuck it up.
Almost did. It was a 19.
So you didn't get a 20.
I had a 1, I had a 5, and a 7, and then a 19.
Would you like to re-roll by pushing? And if you want, I'll let you use a shift attitude to knock her anger down by 2, which means you will lose 2 Bane on this roll.
Me or Diana?
You. If you want to roll again to eavesdrop, this is up to you. Do you want to spend? You want to shift your attitude by being
is that
quiet
going-
and listening?
That's
It'll be
not gonna
one.
affect the-
It'll be
that
1 Bane
affecting-
now. Nope, it does not move the clock. I will let you know if it
Okay.
moves the clock. Okay,
cool.
so we're gonna
Yeah.
use Allie since she's not here, paying it forward. So she's
So 1
her
Bane now?
captain is. It cannot actually help you right now.
He takes a breath and he tries to focus in to listen to what is happening. Fuck you. 18.
The woman's voice is very similar to Davina's, but a little older.
This is the hollow voice?
No, the woman yelling at Jinzo right now. And you listen. When you turn to listen, she's like, "Look at me," and she puts her hands on the side of your face. Be quiet. If my husband fucks this up, we're all doomed. Be good. Just listen. Trust me. This is for the betterment of all of us. My husband is trying to stop this man from creating a heinous act.
That's not your husband and your daughter?
Yes, of course you know who it is. You're my son. Why are you questioning me? And you shift into looking like a younger version of Davina, her father, and her together.
Oh
If
my God.
you fail a will roll.
Okay. Am I at a bane? Or just a straight up will roll, right?
Currently, the entire cast is at 2 because Davina did not make her roll.
Right, got you. All right.
The other one was just for eavesdropping, and I'm going to get to the other 2 for eavesdropping.
Oh my God. Diana, please look at both of those dice that I just rolled.
Double 20s!
And then my last one is a 19! That's amazing!
Wow!
Wow, Jinzo's gonna ruin it for everybody. I'm so sorry, guys.
Wow.
Holy.
I have to write that
Double 20s.
down.
Holy shit.
And that was my will save, right?
Takeaway.
Uh-huh. You already
Oh,
have
shit.
you already have fear, right?
I already got scared, yeah, and I've got disheartened.
All right. Let me send this to you.
Okay. Look like
I
you've
am-
been forever.
I
I'm not sorry for what is happening. Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna go to the next person and let them get their rolls as I'm typing to you. Ooh, someone just played a magical item card. I saw that.
Hmm.
Next up would be Grigori, since the thing switched when Todd came in and out.
Got you.
Grigori, are you gonna try to eavesdrop as well?
I'm actually going to use that little mirroring thing I have on her body now.
Does that allow you to
Hear the
hear or
conversation
just
from
send?
closer?
Does it let you hear or only send information? Like I think it
Oh, I
says you
guess
can
it's only
talk to
send it.
her.
Clear yourself physical room. Oh, yes, they can only see and hear me clearly for one stretch, so I wouldn't be able to listen through it.
Correct. So it'd be currently
Then-
at 2 banes for you, unless you have a way to make it easier. Like, for example, you could get up and walk up
Yeah.
there if you're ballsy.
I'm just going to float up in the air.
Okay.
In this, I'm assuming we're in like a big circular
It's a
room where
huge-
people are chatting.
It's a huge, monolithic, tall cathedral with 2 mezzanines. Nobody is in them right now.
Great.
Just the 20 on the first floor. There is hanging chains with large stained glass windows, like panes of windows hanging that reflect light in here. All of the windows are multiple colors of stained glass. In High Cadraic, which I don't think you know, there's writing above a bunch of the windows. It's a very Gothic, Victorian cathedral look to it. Dark colors,
I'm gonna
bright
try-
glass.
To float up so I can get a better hearing without being like right in the middle of everybody's nonsense.
Okay. Are you doing this sneakily, or do you just think that you're being a spirit's good enough at this point? Because this is roughly, this would be over 68 years ago that this scene would be happening. You don't know the exact date, but if they're saying that the tides are coming or any of that kind of stuff, you know the sundering hasn't happened.
Which would have
yet.
been 5 years before I would have died. I think
Or-
from what we talked about previously.
Yeah, 68 years
Okay.
is the sundering. 68 years ago. So any time before that is when this happened. You just don't know when.
Fantastic. I'll float up sneakily.
Okay.
So it's a 2?
Just, yep. 2 Bane still.
I've got a 5 and a 19. I'm going to push. I am now angry. Let's fix that real quick.
11 and 19.
This whole place is bullshit. 5 and a 4.
Ooh.
Okay, and then you're within 1, within the range that I'll give you one of the banes away. So at 1 bane for your, I would say awareness roll because you speak hollow.
Oh, these motherfuckers.
Audience, can I
Alright,
get a D6 from you, please? It would be adding 1 to it.
I lost it. I'm 1 over with those 2 banes.
no.
Do you want to push?
Yeah, I'll push again.
You're at 1 bane, not 2, 1 right now because you
On the
moved
1?
close. Yep, because you moved close.
Then I would have made it. Because I got 2 that are under them.
no, because you can't take away the highest one and say
Okay,
you would have
then
made
I'll
it. So let's reroll it.
Okay, alright. I'm under.
Okay, you're under. All right. What do we get? Okay. There you go. Do you already have fear, Jinzo? Correct.
Yup.
If you already have fear, you also have scared now. Do you have scared?
I have, yes.
If you already have,
I have scared and disheartened.
if you already have scared,
And I do have fear. Yes.
do you have angry?
I do not.
You now have angry.
I'm now angry.
Still, though, at the end of this, only fear will go away.
Great.
All right. With that said,
Crazy.
when you float up above, you can hear the conversation. I want to see if Kaysen hears it as well. If so, I'll just tell the whole audience and Jinzo can just suck it up. Kaysen, are you going to try to eavesdrop on Hollow? Do you speak Hollow?
I do not. I have been trying every time we level up.
Maybe this is how you learn it.
Every session. Try so hard to increase my languages. I just need 1 more point languages, and I can learn another language.
This is the start of maybe how you learn it. This is where Hollow begins. It is 2 Banes. Are you going to move forward?
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna move.
Oh no,
forward because
I lied. It's at 1 Bane. It's at 1 Bane because he just made the roll. Let me change this. We're down to 1 because of a buddy.
But Kaysen, whether he's actually a child here or not, he is scared like one. I have all kinds of terrible things happening. I am disheartened. I am dazed. I am scared. Like this is rough. And he's getting flashes to like his childhood now.
Right.
He's seeing this
Aw.
cathedral as like how the places he grew up in, and it's scary. So he's gonna stay where he is, but he's gonna at least try to figure out what they're saying.
Give me a roll.
1 Bane. Okay, I'm already failed, and at least there's no demon. No, I get nothing.
All right. Do you want to push?
No.
Okay. With that, I will send this to you, Slit, in your private messages. Grigori. Let's see here. Davina, do you know your last name?
Do I know my last name? Yeah.
I know you as a player do. Does your character know it?
Oh.
It's totally up to you. I don't care either way. If it's something she found out early, 100% fine.
I feel like I would know my last name.
Okay. I know I have it here.
I can tell it to you too if you need it.
Yeah, could you just drop it in the bottom of the chat, please?
Yes.
I know it's French sounding, if I remember correctly, or something like
It's
that.
Italian sound.
Oh, Italian.
Oh, wait a second. You're a monster.
You have no idea, actually. Like, Todd's gonna
I
be
have a
very
guess.
Todd's gonna be very upset
I
to
have a
make this
guess.
roll. If you tell him, he's gonna be even more upset. And if Kelly and Drew see this part, they may just never play the game again.
Okay, it's in this chat here.
In what chat here? Oh, in
Oh, yeah, Ninja.
yeah, that's you. Yeah, I got it. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. And I will say this without using names for the audience. That's as quickly as I can type it. I think you can put this together on your own pretty well. It's hard for me to read. Sorry, everybody. I think I can't even see the words I'm typing, so I'm gonna guess that I typed that right. I have to like squint hard. Yeah, it's so blurry right now. It's worse than my normal spelling now.
Aw.
So there you go, Slit. Out loud, for those who speak Hallow and the ones who are close, I am going to put this in Davina in your chat as well. I'm just going to copy and paste the same thing I said to them. Adam, you didn't make the roll, correct?
Correct.
All right, so I won't send it to you. But they say in Hollow, back and forth, you see Davina's father point, draw a symbol in the air. The symbol ignites in black, green, and red, and it kind of melts away. And you see the symbol impact the gentleman's chest that he's arguing with, like knocking him to a knee as he grabs his daughter, motions to his wife and his son to leave, and the memory dims to black. It wakes back up. in the prison cell with Davina and a doll.
A doll?
A doll. In the prison.
A doll.
A doll. D-O-L-L.
Yes, yes.
A doll. Now I'm gonna reveal a new section. Everyone can see this who's on in this, and I'll show the audience as well, because that part doesn't matter as much. Davina, I already put your token there, so you don't have to worry about too much. Oops. I did that wrong. Do that again. Just here.
Kidding. Just kidding.
Kidding.
Just that tiny little thing. I'll bring it up for the audience to see as well here. You are sitting there with a doll in your hand, talking to a shadow sitting across the other bed. You know that to be your cellmate, Lavina. You can't see her really well. She's really shadowy. You did not make your roll in that last scene. You only get one roll per scene. As that memory, or per memory, as that memory fades, your group helped you. The stuff resets. It goes back to 2 Banes for whatever scene we are currently in, because we gain 1 since you are the lead person helping this. In the middle of the room, the table is on the floor, and you see the metal, like on the lantern, moving around, carving the ritual table. And it's kind of just implanted in this memory of yours. The rest of the group is outside the cell watching her. You can talk to each other. Everything still works. Davina, their voices are muddled, but if they can speak hollow, they can speak to you. If they can't speak hollow, they have to make a languages roll. As you are talking to the doll and talking to the person across from you, the thing keeps moving. On the table, the first letter that is carved is a K, and then a C. And it's working right to left. And it's writing in hollow. Right to left on the board. Grigori, you can see in the real world, that's exactly what's happening on the board. It's just kind of falling into this memory of Davina's. Davina, what does your doll look like? And why is it missing an arm?
Oh no. Oh no. Why did you set me up here?
I didn't set you up.
Yeah, you did.
I asked you questions, you gave me answers, and I said, I know what I'll do with that. And here we are.
I guess my doll looks like Lavina.
It does have scraggly hair from being stuck in the
Kind of
prison for so
similar.
long. It does have green button eyes. The centers are black from rubbing them and soot being on them. But it's missing an arm. It's stitched up, but it's missing. What happened way back in your past that this doll's missing an arm?
I feel like I probably got mad at a spirit and I ripped it off.
Excellent. Which arm was it?
Her left.
All right. The doll's arm that's missing right now is the right arm.
Okay.
You're positive it used to be the left arm. The 3 of you are looking inside. I'm going to start with everybody outside of the cell. All of you are dressed like prison guard. Even though it's yourselves, it's just what fits the scene. One of you has keys. Who has the keys?
I'll say I have some keys.
Excellent. You have the keys. Everybody who got fear in the last scene, remove the fear. All other conditions stay.
Great.
Even if you took it yourself. Even if you took it yourself. All other conditions stay.
Oh man.
So you have keys. The 3 of you are a collective that can do whatever they want and talk. We are in a scene. There will be a role that needs to be played. You can see the table in the center of the floor carving. It says KC in reverse.
Should we go in there with her? Open up the gate? I guess it's signifying when she was in prison. But what do you think, gentlemen? I mean, I got try it.
I don't like that she's jailed up, locked up.
Don't either. I mean, we know that she was already in here, but what do you think? Try to let her out?
I'm more worried about the ritual that's changing back at home right now. We could try letting her out. I think it might also be a good time to decide how long we're going to keep this charade up for what we're doing here. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that what's happening back at our ship might be an issue. So, I could try floating in, fucking with the doll a little bit, see if we can pull some other information, or we can open the door and walk in. It's up to you. But it seems like whatever is going on here is going to continue to happen whether we observe it or not. Because it doesn't seem like we can change the actual things that happened.
Well, let us, since we're dressed the way we are, maybe I try to open it first. We'll act like a guard, yeah?
Sure.
Sure. I'll walk up and I'll use a key.
All right, so you put the key in, go put it in, and you go to turn it. I'm going to ask you a very innocent question, Jinzo.
Yeah.
Is it the right key?
Is it the right key?
Mm-hmm. You got 5 keys on here. Is it the right key the first time?
First time? No.
It's not.
No, I don't think that's the right one.
All right. That means that I will give her a boon to her next roll, since you are not entering the room. You try it. Key doesn't work. Is anything the other two of you are going to go do? Is Grigori going to try to float into the room?
He said he wanted to use the key, so I will not. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and speak to her through the little thing that's on her arm that I'm assuming is... Actually, I'm going to see if it's still working or not.
It is not. You would have to reuse it as a new memory.
Interesting. I'm actually going to jot that down in the book.
That is a very good thing to jot down.
Great. I'm going to write that down. It doesn't seem that we can carry one thing from another. But I'm actually going to pose a question to the book. I'm going to write it in. I'm not going to see if it answers yet.
Okay, what are you posing? Are you going to run it? Are you going to write it to me?
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll do that.
You can write it to me and I'll read it afterwards.
Yeah.
Kaysen, is there anything you're going to do? She's in the cell. There's a K and then a C in reverse order from right to left written on the ritual board in the center. The war lantern is moving around, scraping it. She's talking to a doll and looking at a shadow on the wall that you can't see. I mean, you can see the shadow. You just can't see what the shadow is of. The shadow is not spoken.
I really don't know what to do. Hurry up with those keys. I think we need to get her out of there.
Okay. Waiting it out then?
I'm going to wait.
All right. Davina, inside talking to the doll. The doll, with your fingers behind it, the head's moving. But to you, it looks like the doll is, it's a thing you've spoken to since you were a kid. It's a thing of comfort. Can you please put a new item on your character sheet that says childhood friend?
Okay.
Anytime you would like to remove a condition, you can use that just like you do your reliquary. At the cost of 4 willpower, you can remove a condition. It's a lot. 4 willpower is a lot, I know, but it will let you remove a condition.
That's pretty awesome.
It's once per rest. When you look up, the silhouette that's there, the shadow, looks like it's shaped like Lavina, but it has not spoken. It shimmers once in a while. We are stuck in this memory until you make a roll. Would you like to try to exit the memory? Are you going to try to interact with something in the memory? What is your one roll? Because after you roll, pass or fail, memory ends.
I want to know what we're talking about in this cell at this time.
You're talking to the doll, whatever you were talking to the doll to.
Well, then I want to know who's in. I mean, is it Lavina in the room with me?
That's a great question. Can you make me a will save? We are currently at only 1 bane for this roll for you because, 0 banes because he provided a bonus by stalling and not interrupting this very kind of personal moment. So you
have it
no penalty. That is a bane.
What if I have? Yeah.
So you're at 1 bane then, no penalty from me.
Come on.
No, the worst thing could happen is you could fail.
I'm under. I rolled a 16 under my 17.
This is the moment you realize you have never had a cellmate.
Or 13. I've never had a cellmate? What?
You've never had a cellmate. Not once. Never, ever. You've had your doll with you. You have never had a cellmate. And I would like to remind you that Lavina does know the language Pacted.
Pactin?
Pacted. P-A-C-T. Pacted. Like a demonic language. Everybody in the cell or outside the cell hear her speaking in a demonic language right now.
But doesn't like that.
The doll moves, and she is not moving.
All right. I don't think I like that. I'm gonna try to open the door again. Another key.
Is it the right key?
Nice.
She made her roll. We are at 0 Banes right now, and we've went up to a boon.
Yes, it is the correct key.
When you open the door and the door opens, you turn and look, you see a jailer coming in, and the memory ends. Davina, we have done memory 1 and 2. I will let you pick, since this is your shit show. So we've done memory 1 and 4. Would you like memory 2, 3, or 5?
Let me look at my list.
Oh, you don't have this list. I do. It's a table.
Let's do 3.
3. When it ends, everybody who is not currently in the prison cell with her sees from the outside the prison cell melts away. You would see the spool-like table with the ritual symbol. It would now say KCI. And it is scratching the eye extremely deep. And then the eye on the top of it looks like this beginning of a sketch of a skull, like almost oversized. There is the walls kind of form back up around everybody in a kind of A-frame styled attic with a daybed window that's all stained glass, high up, looking out over this gigantic cathedral-like city. And there are buildings falling all around. And stained glass is collapsing. There is music playing in the room, but you can still hear screams of people in the city dying as the city collapses. Everybody who is witnessing the scene, besides Davina, who is playing with her doll, all take fear unless they are successful on a will saving throw. But you get a boon because you guys were successful in the last scene. Do not fail this. It is bad.
You get a boon?
A boon?
Praise God, because that was a 20 and a 4.
Oh,
I've succeeded.
oh, that would have been so good. What about Jinzo?
Jinzo is exhausted. I'm gonna
Pushing?
again.
Okay.
I'm pushing. That was bad. I was a 17 and a 15. No. Nope. Nope.
There is no answer to what you put in the book, just so you know, Gregory.
That
It is
last
out-
note, very end.
You have no idea. No idea. What'd you get on your reroll there, Jinzo? Did you pass or fail?
I failed.
This would be a time. Is it a 20?
No.
You could push again. You could take at a cost, or, good sir, because we have not used many of these, you are welcome to use a Never Never card.
What's the Never Never card?
Oh. The Never Never card you can use. It is a boon versus whatever you need that is a monster. Currently, we are technically dealing with a monster now. But I moved the clock one. But it gives you a boon to your roll. You can roll one more die and hope it makes it.
You know what? I'll try it.
So you just get one die. Just roll one more. We're going to use that. That was Nessie's. If you failed?
Not a 1, not a
You're dead.
20, right?
Ooh, buddy. Oh, well, I'm gonna move over to Kaysen. Kaysen, did you make your roll?
Hi. No, I got an 18.
Would you like to push?
Oh, man.
Would you like to use?
I think.
Do you want to use a Never Never too? Do you want another boon? Do you need another boon?
No.
Okay. Just gonna push.
I'm gonna push. I'm gonna be scared again.
All right. I mean, it
Stuff.
absolutely should be.
All right.
All right.
19.
Good sir. Would you like a Never Never card? Would you like one die to roll right now to get that boon to see if you can make it? Nessie's got another one here for you if you would like it. I will move the clock again. We will be at 1, 2, 3, 4. We will be at 5 if you take this card of 8. At max, we go to end scene.
Oh, we're fine. Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. So Nessie is going to give another card.
And this is
Just one die. It's basically like getting a boon to that roll.
Come on, Todd. Come on, Casey.
and this is for
Will.
power, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I made it.
All right.
I made it 8 under 13.
Jinzo, you did not make it, correct?
Correct.
Please mark that you are missing something, and I will tell you in secret time, or when we get to the card. I promise it's not an item.
Okay. And you said I've also got fear again?
Yes. Davina, as this is happening in the room you're in the attic, you told me the memory of your attic. You've picked your own memory, by the way. But I obviously am altering these for the sake of what's going on. In the attic, talking to your dolls, there's one doll there. All the rest of the dolls are beheaded, missing body parts, and torn to shreds. Stuffing fills this area. Each one of them murdered with pieces of stained glass. You are not an abandoned in the scene. You're whatever your original kin was before you turned into an abandoned. As all of them are dead, your mother is laying on the floor next to you. Dead, stained glass buried in her eyes. Your father is nowhere to be seen as the city around you is collapsing. I need you to pick the next scene we go to. Do you want 3?
Oh, I thought I picked 3.
No, that was 2. You just did 2.
Um,
Do you want 3?
Okay, 3.
Or do you want 1? Or do you want a Lavina memory from the mask?
I was gonna say, all these are my memories
They
right
sure
now.
have been.
None of them are Lavina's
Not a
memories.
goddamn one of them.
And there's part of me that doesn't want to go to Lavina because now I'm like, what the fuck is going on with me?
You know, some problems are definitely yours and not mine. This would be one of those.
Let's.
Hey, it could have been a bucket.
The bucket's on the ship somewhere. Okay.
They're
let's,
100% probably under your chair right now.
Great.
But
Dolls.
do you want another one of yours? Do you want 3 or 5? Or do you want to go to a memory of Lavina's?
Let's go to a memory of Lavina for now.
Ooh, audience. Audience, can I get a D4 from you, please? As it's going on, the scene in the attic fades away. The group did not get to get involved in that because she picked that scene. When we get to the next area, depending on what they roll, Jinzo is standing there. His left eye has got an eye patch over it. I should have said right since mine's fucked up, but I said left. There is blood coming down it, but the blood is almost like crystallized in glass. It's red, but it's like shards. The left-hand side of Jinzo's face, all of his teeth are rubies. What do we get in the audience? Not anymore. Probably did when it happened.
Okay.
So we have a 4 from the audience. I'm going to move us from here back to the scene here. Everybody but Lavina and Davina will be in this scene. So the rest of the group is involved. Davina, you hear it. You just can't interact. Lavina is strapped down. It is now carved a KCIV. There is a definitive skull dotting the eye. All the teeth are like carved in deeper than the rest. The sockets are deep. Jinzo, your eye is just blood is pouring out of it right now. To all of them, they can see it. And it is slowly crystallizing. Your teeth are in your hand as you come out of the memory we were just in. With everybody but Davina, Lavina, and obviously Mags is still wearing the mask. The mask is molten red, and there are claw marks down the front of it, like something is trying to pull it off. But Mag's hands are still strapped. Lavina's hands are still strapped. But when you turn and look, there is no Lavina there. It's just an empty chair. What would the three of you like to do? You are currently in the ship right now in the circle with the ritual going on. And Jinzo is fucked up.
What happened to you?
I have no idea. We were in that last memory, and I don't know what it is.
Your teeth clack like crystal, like glass on the one side of your face.
Is this real?
Dude,
Is this
It's
a memory?
still part of the ritual, eh? Something wrong with the captain's mask as well, but there's nobody sitting with her. What the fuck is going on?
It's a mighty question.
All right. So, Jinzo,
Yeah.
Kazin, I have the sneaking suspicion that the table itself has a name being written to it. And I don't know if you heard the name while we were sitting there listening to Hollow yelled across the chapel hall. I think that name being written is Drodvik. And from the conversation I heard earlier while floating around, a curse was put upon him. Now, we've got two people that look very similar and seem to have some history together. And what it sounds like, a curse was put on one of them. So this sounds like there might be some revenge on our dear crewmate that's going on. I'm gonna look over to Lavina.
Not there. Empty.
Lavina's gone.
Yeah, Davina is still sitting in her seat, doing the ritual, keeping the chant up, the things she should be doing. Lavina, the straps are empty. There's nothing in it. Only Mags has her hands strapped down, and there's claw marks on the mask right now. Like, it is molten, like, hot on the outside. She doesn't seem like she's sizzling. There's no, like, smell of bacon in the air. What would a siren smell like? Cooking fish? Or no, she's...
Chicken.
Chicken? Chicken, yeah, siren smells like chicken. No, they smell like fish. No seawater fishy smell from, like, burning, grilling fish.
With the questions I asked earlier, even though they weren't answered.
No
and
answers.
With what you and I have dictated my secret is.
Uh-huh.
Can I make an occult roll
On.
to see if this mask has the ability to...
Wouldn't be a cult. It would be
even
religion.
if it's just psychologically transfer somebody into like a different realm or to a different area. I'm trying to get a lay of the land for what's going on here.
The
Who could
mask,
be causing
I
this?
understand. The mask is specifically religious because it's the true faith. A cult would be rolled with a bane, minimum. And you're also not part of the true faith.
Right.
So I would say 2 bane, you can make a cult roll. If somebody wants to aid you, you can make an occult roll with them aiding you. That would take one of the banes away.
Okay.
Yeah, I can help.
Okay. So discussing it at the table, is it still carving?
Okay. Yeah, actually, no.
No?
I want to see if I can... I'm inside the circle, right?
Yep. Everybody's still exactly where they were besides
Perfect.
Lavina. She does not exist. There's just not there.
I'm going to, first and foremost, make myself real.
You're going to try to manifest.
I'm going to try to manifest.
I actually need a will roll for you to manifest right now. And it
Okay,
is at
rolling
the
for it, 'cause-
banes of
Okay.
the ritual circle. So
What are the
4
banes? So 3.
with an aid from him would make it 3.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
I'm going to go ahead and push.
Sure. Hey, would you want to move the clock one more? I'll give you a never never. That'll give you another boon.
Fuck no.
Thanks, Tom.
I've made it. Pizza, and I've wasted 4
Yeah, all right.
fucking will points to do it.
That's great. That's great. Okay. So
All
you
right,
manifest.
I'm going to take my little hammer.
Are you getting up from the
wooden hammer
chair?
that I have. Well, I'm inside the circle, right?
Are you getting up from your chair inside the circle?
I'm just going to lean over and put my hammer on top of the table, right where I believe the next letter should be written.
Okay, I mean, it's obvious. It's just writing right to left.
Right. I want to see if there's a way I can disrupt what's being written in.
I mean, it is the basically the rope that is at the top of the ceiling is stretched in carving it. So, like, I mean, if you bump the lantern, it's gonna fuck up the writing.
What I want to see, what I'm trying to do, is that if it's writing what's below it, if we come back to this area, I want to try to remove that hammer to see if it disrupts what might be being written there.
Are you trying to
If
block
not,
it from
everything's
writing it?
placed.
That's my question.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're putting it where the next, you're just leaving it there?
I'll leave it there for now, and the next time we're in this area, I'll pull it. Unless it's writing quickly. If it's writing quickly, I'll pull it.
It's carving.
right
I
after it
mean,
writes.
if you were to stay in this scene for a stretch, it would probably be done. It's hard to tell how much time has passed because you're below deck. I just saw that Adam covered his eye with the fucking end.
Dick. Yeah, I'm going to try to block it. I'm going to try to block the writing
All
that's
right.
going on. Buy us more time.
Jinzo and Kaysen, you would see he's putting the hammer down where this thing's writing, blocking the ritual that is going on. Do either one of you have a problem with that?
Is that a good idea?
I have no idea, but we've just met a memory where there's some weird fucking ghosty people that have basically said there was a curse put upon them because Davina's parents... Oh, by the way, do you guys know Davina's last name?
I don't believe so.
Probably on the wanted paper posters.
Minovici! It's fucking Minovici! And apparently her pops was talking to that dude you saw yelling, Drodvik. I think that's his name being written, which can't be good. I'm gonna stop this from writing it. Alright? Good. Perfect.
So you're saying that
I'll
the
be
table was
helpful.
to fall there?
I've clipped every one of those smirks, Todd, just to send them directly to Kelly and Drew. Directly.
Andrew, the second they figured it out when they're watching this, they're going to be both of them. God damn it. Exactly the second.
If you guys have a better idea,
Dream's
I'm
real.
trying to buy us some
I
more
just know
time.
it.
And
Because this isn't normal dream walking.
Kelly will
This
note
is
as soon as the
fucking
K was on the
odd.
table.
no,
Oh,
it's
probably.
not. But if she's
I got it by the third letter.
how is this ritual even properly being had if there's no Lavinia in the seas? Davinia's
I don't
over
think
there.
Lavinia is actually real. I think she's possessing the mask.
When you say that, the lantern glass, you see reflections of Lavina in the glass when you say her name.
In the lantern that's above.
Mm-hmm.
Lavina.
It would the whole war lantern would turn with her face on it and her hands on it, talking to you. It looks just like the one you've been speaking to.
Mm-hmm.
Can we hear what she's saying, or is she trying to talk?
No,
into
she's
the ear?
pounding on it, but you cannot hear anything from her. And your partner, Davina, your crewmate, is still doing the ritual. She's doing exactly what she should do, keeping it going.
Does Lavina look panicked or like angry,
Oh.
like she's trapped?
You know
Or
what?
does it look like
She's never.
in
She's
control?
looked crazy. She's looked mad. She's looked angry. She looks fucking frightened right now. How many of you have fear coming out of that last scene? She looks pretty frightened.
Am I able to hear like? Fuck.
No, can't hear anything.
Should we try to break her
Now
out
everyone
then,
has stayed in
if
their chairs. Is there anything that Jinzo and Kaysen want to do while he's putting the hammer where it's getting ready to carve before I have the audience roll a d6 for one of the last two scenes?
Should we try to break the lantern and let her out?
That's an
Is
option.
it a Beetlejuice situation? Do you say her name a third time and she lets loose?
This is, I can tell you, this is not the Keeper of Nightmares. Has zero to do with it.
So she looks terrified, stuck there. He's
Mhm.
talking about potential. This war lantern is carving the name backwards of her father.
No.
No, not
the
father. The
father.
other
The
man.
priest.
The priest. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Noble. I never said he was a priest. I said
Sure.
priestly. You're in a church, but I never said he was a priest.
Jason?
Does it ruin anything if we do get up out of our chairs?
You don't know? I mean, normal rituals, you don't want to fucking leave the... No, he did not get up.
He did not get up.
No. Normal rituals, you don't leave the fucking table till the ritual ends. Or it's an emergency. If you think this is an emergency, you could break the ritual. I did say if the ritual is broken, there are ramifications. I said that at the very beginning. But hey, it's a risk. I will tell you that the risk is a save. Don't fail it.
Jason's got his legs pulled up though, like his knees pulled up to his chest, like he's holding in on himself because he's losing it out here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Jinzo's got like his dagger out. He's sitting there. I'm trying to decide what to do.
I need a D6 roll from the audience, please, while you guys are deciding.
We could break the lantern.
Yeah.
We'll let her out, right?
That's a regular war lantern. There's nothing special around it. She put a divining spike at the bottom of it. That's all that is. It's not magical. There's nothing special. It's just a lantern from the ship, like a war lantern. She put a divining spike on it. That is it.
You know what? With that, I take my dagger and my knife. I'm gonna chuck it at the lantern.
Okay. Give me a roll to hit. No penalties. It's a pretty easy roll. It's not a far range.
Because I'm throwing my knife. Come on. Oh my god. That was a 20 and it rolled over onto an 8.
Sticks casing in the face.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
8 under 14.
8 under 14. You hit it. Crack. When you crack it, you see Lavina's arm come out of it in like a ghostial form. And she starts trying to pull herself out, cutting herself up on the glass. You can hear her voice now. Impacted. Do any of you speak Pacted?
I do.
If you would like to try to hear it, it is an awareness. You are currently in a memory that we're about to do. It is at 1 Bane. Because you guys have all these bonuses right now, it's only 1 Bane.
Yeah, I'll try and see if I can.
Hey, let's see. What could go wrong? Would you like a Never Never card to move the clock one more? You get a boon. It would wash
I
it.
don't want to move the clock. I don't want to move the clock.
Oh, we have 3 pie pieces left.
I want to wait to figure out
It's only
more.
5 of 8.
No.
Somebody else fill it.
No.
Todd.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Nice.
So you get the
I rolled
2.
a 1 and
You get the 2.
Damn.
You can hear it. Impacted. She is screaming, "Stop the ritual. Do not summon it. Stop the ritual."
Am I able to speak out of?
You can try to speak out of it if you want.
Can I speak in the memory? Can I speak in the memory? Are they in the memory?
If you want to go into the next memory and bring everybody with you, absolutely, we can talk in the memory. Or you can make a roll to try to talk to them outside of the memory right now. Your choice, Diana. Do you, as a spiritualist, do you want to pull them all in with you and talk to them there? Or do you want to try to force the words out here?
I'm getting sweaty.
We haven't even got to the combat part yet.
Oh my god, I know.
No, I'm gonna pull them into the next memory and get them to stop the memory.
That's so ballsy. As you guys are all standing there, you see the mask get another claw mark. You see Mag's eyes open up, and they start to melt inside the mask.
Is it melting?
From the heat.
Oh, buddy.
Then you see them boil back together and melt. Like she's being healed and harmed at this, like, in repetition.
Oh man.
With that, you feel a tug. The table turns and shifts, and it puts the letter of your first names near you as you get all pulled back into the memory with Lavina. What did the audience roll here? Let's get my next soundtrack here for us.
5.
A 5. Oh, they're going right to the last one. I will ask Diana this. Diana, this is your choice. Do you want this to be your memory or Lavina's?
Oh.
You're pulling him in. Are you pulling him into a mask, a memory from the mask that is from the mask and is something she's done? Or
No.
is it yours?
Me. I want to see why I'm talking to.
So you're more important than your old friend. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know. She wasn't in the cell.
I mean, it's a memory. It could have been real or fake. You don't know, right? It seemed fucking real.
Fine, fine.
No one heard that time. What was that? What was that? Oh, live La Vida Loca?
Let's live La Vida Loca.
Go
and,
back.
see
No,
what
go to Lavina
she
then.
has to say.
No, I don't. Diana, it's 100% your choice.
It's it's all.
It's either a 5 in yours or a 5 in hers.
He's gonna torture us psychologically. Either way.
Hey, you guys are fine. I mean, Jinzo's the only one who's been marred out of this. One, and maybe Mags.
This is so hard. I don't know
We'll
if
have
I
to
want
stop
mine.
this.
This would be called a what? This would be called a what audience? What would this be? This would be a
Frank House Dilemma.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that's what that would be. That would be a Frank House dilemma.
Oh, bet you Allie's jealous right now.
I tell you what, there's good information out of both, and emotional damage, and bad information out of them as well. But do you want to know about Lavina finally?
Yeah, go to Lavina.
Excellent, Diana.
This is why she came here.
I'm gonna explain the scene, and you're gonna answer the final question. My dog's barking for you.
Aw, Fiona.
Yeah. All right. Ready? This is so bad. All right. Let me find it here. I gotta cover my eye. I can't fucking see. I have to
Makes
find
us
it.
twins.
Yeah. Right. Oh, sorry. This eye, but now I really
Sorry,
can't
I'm
read
the
it.
mirror, I'm the mirror image.
You're
of
the
you
mirror
right
of me. Okay. So the memory folds in on you. As you, I'll let you pick your perspective after I explain it. As it gets really cold, there's torch light right now. The sound of booted metal footsteps dragging across stone. Tides are behind, but the torchlight seems to be keeping it at bay. There is one masked retinue member holding up an inquisitor, like kind of holding him to walk them out, who's bleeding profusely. Their ribs are exposed on the right-hand side. They haven't been wrapped or field dressed yet at all. They are bleeding everywhere. Their head is down. You can't see their face. In Hollow, they are saying, we need to go. We need to run. We cannot be in here. We have found something outside of what we can handle. The Inquisitor seems very distraught about what has been found deeper in this cave, you're guessing? There are carvings along the walls, and you can see flickers of them, and then they immediately start turning to the runes you've carved to set up the ritual. Can I get a intelligence or a language roll? Your choice. If you do intelligence, it's at 2 Banes. If you do a language roll, it's straight up.
Okay. Language. I think I'm at a Bane there too.
Okay. So it would be 2 Banes if you are rolling, but from me, 2 Banes for an int roll.
Oof.
If you're going to use language, it would only be the one you have right now.
Oh god. Okay.
I just don't know which stat's higher. Sometimes your stat's higher and you're willing to take that risk. This is going to be a
that's
save
true.
versus it, or using language to understand what is on the walls.
I'm gonna do intelligence.
Okay. Oh, I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. Spiritualism. You have spiritualism. You can roll spiritualism for this. These are runes.
Oh shit.
I'm that's totally my fault. I wrote the wrong thing.
Spiritualism lies in what category?
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah, will. Yeah, wisdom.
Well, no, I have a Bane there too.
Yeah, but your skill's probably higher.
It's the same as intellect, but I will roll spiritual.
Yeah, but there's no Banes from me. There's no Banes from me on
No?
spiritualism.
But there's a Bane for
There's
me.
just the one though, not
Okay.
two that you would take.
I would do spiritualism. You're better off.
Yeah. Let's go.
Fuck, that's
Oh
double
my god.
This is how she learned to be a doctor, everybody. As you're carrying him, I shouldn't say you, as the retinue is carrying them, you see them slip, and the person goes to grab them, and the hand goes into the ribs. From behind, because Jinzo has been injured in this, I need you to make me a blade roll with a boon, because you are stabbing this person from behind.
Me?
Yeah?
Wait, who's stabbing who?
I need Jinzo to give me a blade roll with a boon. I said there'd be combat. I didn't say what kind.
True. Okay. That is a 1.
Oh, a natural 1?
You said with a boon, right? Yeah,
Right.
A natural 1.
From behind, a blade goes out, and the Inquisitor's head falls, hits the ground, and starts rolling back down the cave entrance. As the person steps out of the light from the other person who's carrying it, the retinue who's carrying the Inquisitor in a torch, they kind of are stumbling, they drop the torch, and you can see this half-cracked mask. I need to know whose face is behind that mask. Is it yours or Lavina's? It's a retinue member walking up behind that just cut the Inquisitor's head off. Is it your face or hers?
Wow.
Did you kill the Inquisitor or did she?
No, I would just. Well, no, she doesn't know her memories.
Neither do you?
Fuck. No, that would be her. I would.
Sure?
I don't know.
I
Lavina
just
is
wanna know.
technically a good person.
Lavina or Davina? I feel like you're getting confused. It's like I did this on purpose.
Oh, God.
No.
Todd's lived through so many of these over the years, I can't even tell you.
I think this
Well,
is
that's not me.
Lavina.
Lavina did it?
I think this
Okay.
is Lavina.
There's a crack as she finishes the words. You made your spiritualism roll 2 20s, which is fucking horrible. Impacted, she continues and finishes the curse that your father started.
My father started the curse. My father started the curse?
As the
Fucking
curse
Lord.
finishes,
Oh, Jesus.
you see the Inquisitor's head roll to his foot, or her foot,
Mm.
rot, the skin immediately rots away, and the skull blackens. At the edge of the cave, as this retinue member carries the dead Inquisitor out, there are 3 people exiting an airship. Doesn't look like the anglers, nothing like that, but it is the 3 of you. As you witness a masked retinue carrying a decapitated Inquisitor, and Lavina walk up behind with the head in her hand that is melting flesh away into a black skull. The 3 of
last
you
memory that I
all need to make me a will roll for fear. If you already have fear, I need you to make me that will roll with the Bane.
1 Bane?
1 Bane. Would you like a never? Anyone who wants a never card can have one. It will move the clock.
No, because I've fucked up every time with it.
What's
That's
up?
not just good. That is a dragon
Oh,
on my will roll.
you can't push it, so we'll get to that.
No, but like a 1. I rolled a 1.
Oh, dragon, not a demon. Okay, you're good. Then you're fine.
Cool.
You will remember this.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Do I need another beer?
I don't know. Adam and I are rolling 20s.
I just
19s
rolled
here.
another fucking 20.
We'll
Maybe
get to
one of
your
those
we'll get to
things.
your fucking scarred face. What did you get there? What did you get there, Kason?
A 20?
Are you fucking kidding me?
These dice are not meant for this game. They're meant for something where
I don't know
20s
what
are
you're
better.
talking about.
Do
Modern
we
Fantastic.
blame
You
Mags?
should play
Is
with
half the cast gonna die because Allie is gone? Is this her fault? Allie, if you have any fingernails left, when you get to this part of the scene, I expect there to be none. I'm not sorry. It is, but that's not how this goes.
But it's a 19 and a 20.
As
Put that evil on me.
don't you put that evil on me. For the person who made it, you saw the scene. You see Lavina in this cracked mask. She's holding the other mask in her hand with the blade. Like part of it's split. And you can see it's not that it's cracked, it's like broken. When you open your eyes and look out of the memory, since you made your save, you can see the mask that Mags is wearing does have a big line down it. And I did say it looked kind of patchwork when you first saw it, because she's put it back together. As the memory draws out, it finishes spelling Drodvik on it. And then it starts writing something else underneath it and packed it. You can see it. You made your save. You are the only person who has the choice right now. Nobody wants Grigori to have this choice. I will pre-say this. You're the only one who is able to see the inside of the memory right now and the outside of the memory. As Davina is doing her ritual and all the glyphs are glowing, the salt is floating out of the floor and the grooves that you've made.
Perfect. All right. So, Davina, I've got a quick question for you.
Oh boy.
Because if I'm not in physical form, I can't carry my reliquary. And I threw you a reliquary to place upon a table.
Yeah, but
I'm
she's
assuming you didn't give it back.
no. It's probably in her pocket. It's probably on the, is
It
it on the
would be my
table?
pocket.
It's in her
No,
pocket.
it would be my pocket.
I'm going to return to my reliquary
By choice?
by choice.
When you leave to your reliquary, you see Lavina's face sink, realizing there's no one to save her now, as everybody else's eyes are rolled back in their head and black smoke is leaving their mouths.
And when I return, I am going to pull the Eisenheim out.
So you come back out of the ritual with the ice knife?
I'm going to aim it right at that piece that has the thing that's been cutting stuff into the
Okay.
the table.
The divining rod?
Let me make
Yeah.
sure I can become physical first. I get it, double threes. Because I'm assuming I'm at a Bane.
You are currently at a Bane if the stat involved would have a Bane, which is will.
Oh, then no, I was fucking golden.
You're good then?
I am now going to unload the buckshot that's loaded into the
Okay.
Eisenheim
So you're going to shoot. All right.
directly at the points that are like attached to.
I have
the
written
little dowsing
down
rod
the
that's
hit
traveling back and
points
forth.
of this because I figured one of you would try to destroy it. So can you roll me damage? I don't give a Ooh, no, I do care if you... Hold on. We do need to look at something here. This is important. Sir, you moved to Davina, right? So she's gone. I'll move her off. You moved behind Davina. Where did Jinzo go? I had Jinzo here. Jinzo, where did you disappear to, homie?
What's up? Where at?
Your character's gone. Where'd you go? Did you move him?
Oh, and that. No, I didn't touch him.
Yeah, hold on. I got you. I got you.
Under the left. Right?
I will just bring you over and I will enlarge you. I had you here. I don't know what happened to you. So you move to behind her, right?
Okay.
Just out of the shadow, and you're gonna fire. I will need you to roll because there is a chance that you shoot Jinzo. It is
Fuck
buck shot.
I'm aiming directly at the ceiling.
You
First
said
and
you were
foremost.
shooting at the object on the lantern. That is exactly what you said.
Yeah, because isn't it the lantern has the piece like hanging down from
It's
it? So
a
isn't the
rope.
lantern up high?
It's a rope, lantern, spike off the bottom of the lantern.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. Perfect. My goal is to separate this from the lantern.
Still buckshot, man. If you ever shot a
No,
shotgun,
it's perfect. I wanted to make sure I was explaining it.
just don't fail. It's an agility roll. If you have any penalties to agility, that is important.
I don't, but I have firearms.
Okay.
And what's the opposite of a 20?
That would be a 21.
No, opposite of a 20 is a 21? No, I got a 2.
No,
It's like,
damn.
fuck off. That's a hit. It's a 2.
All right, give me your damage.
All right, 2d10 with the new gun.
Yeah, sure is.
16 points of damage.
Would
to the
you
rope
like
and the
to
lantern.
spend another? Would you like to spend a green card to add another die, a D4?
Yes.
Would you like to spend a blue card to also add another D6?
Yes.
We're going to use Nessies, which are at a cost in a medical science. Would you like to use a purple card, like a victory point, to add a D8?
Yes.
Would you like to use a gold card to add more damage, or are you going to leave your legendary cards alone?
I'll leave the legendary cards alone.
All right, give me your total damage. You need to beat 26.
You're at 32.
All right. As it shatters, Lavina's spirit separates out into the ether. The two people who rolled 20s for their saves. You feel the black smoke leave. It stops. Your jaws snap shut hard enough for your teeth to rattle. Davina, in the memory still, see both Jinzo and Kaysen standing there, and they just collapse to the ground like fucking ragdolls. Grigori has a shotgun, fires once, and it hits whoever's behind the Inquisitor. Now I'm going to ask you the last question for this piece. Who's wearing the other retinue mask? You, your mother, or your father?
Wow.
I have a different ending for all of them.
It wouldn't be me
Why is that?
because
You don't remember shit. And you don't remember things when you take the mask off. You could have wore that mask your entire life and never knew.
I'm gonna do a roll.
This is a choice. You're going to Jamie me? Not that you know what that means, but... It does? You gonna let the dice decide? Is that what you're doing right now?
The dice to
Because if you want to, I have a table for it.
I kind of want to let the dice decide and see what happens, and I'll take my fate if it's me.
Okay. Cool. 1 to 3 is you. 4 to 6 is your mother. 7 to 12 is your dad. Roll me a d12. Don't get a 1, 2, or 3. I mean, unless you want it to be you.
It's me.
Davina, when a ritual goes awry for you, what do you usually do to stop it? Do you have like you watch a lot of ritualists in like occult shows where they have a hymn that they do, they have a saying that they do. Do you have something to kind of push yourself out of a ritual so that you can cancel it?
I feel like I would like literally clench my fist so hard that I'm almost making myself bleed in the inside of my hands and just staring up at the sky and just scream like
Okay.
kind of like a weird
Ungutturally,
Guttural
not
scream.
comfortable. Yeah, okay. She does that. It echoes in Jinzo and Kaysen, and Grigori, you can see it. Unfortunately, I need you to give me a will roll at a Bane to get out of the scene. If you would like to spend 4 willpower points, I'll take a Bane away. If you'd like to use a Never Never card, I'll even give you another boon.
yeah,
All right, we'll use Nessie. So you're at 1 boon to this roll.
and it's will.
It is will. Are you at a penalty in will right now?
Yes, I am.
So it's a wash.
It's a wash.
Don't
Just one.
fail this or you start death saves.
I think I failed.
You will.
No, I'm 1 under. I got a 16 over 16.
As the screaming happens, all the black coalesces and hits the ceiling, and it kind of moves across and falls on the mask that Mags is wearing. And you see black stains start forming, and the mask goes into like this completely tarnished piece. Normally, this mask takes at least 4 shifts to fall off. Daylight is coming up outside. You can see it through the window, the little bit of light that's in this area out in the mountain reach where you are, as the mask slides off of Mag's face and hits her lap. Her eyes are closed. It is still kind of warm looking, but it is tarnished and black. Lavina is
eyes
nowhere to be
closed?
seen. Her eyes are closed. They're red. Everybody would come out of the memory, and there would be footsteps coming down into the lower decks of the Angler's Lyre.
Ajax.
No one died. Jinzo, you have a glass red eye. This whole side of your face is glass red teeth. Like stained, hardened glass. Nobody else is permanently affected. But I think Kaysen also rolled a 20, a dragon, for his save,
Yeah.
correct?
I did.
Your vessel has a red chunk of stained glass on it that it did not have before. You would see this later. It wouldn't be something that everybody else would see. With that, we're going to close the show for the night to go into some secret time afterwards. But before we do, the footsteps hit down to the bottom. It is not Ajax. It is a skeleton. Someone with black metal for their face, half plate mail with a large, almost like blunderbuss looking pistol. There is a bastard sword strapped to would be his back with an underslung piece to kind of pull it out, like hanging. He has got a cathedral-like breastplate on the front with a myriad of stained glass in it. And all of his teeth are made of different colored gems. The head does not touch the armor. It floats above it. As it hits the last...
Stay dead.
It hits the last stair. He draws the blunderbuss and fires into the room. Everybody can make me an evade roll. Mags will be making one as well. You can tell the audience your evade roll because I am aiming at Mags. So, Jinzo, what did you get for your evade? All your penalties apply. We do have rolls for evade if you would like to use a never never or at a cost, you can get a boon to your roll. We only have, and we're in the end of the show, we only have 3 pie pieces to fill.
Yeah.
Do you want a boon?
Actually, with everything that's been going on, like in this moment, Jinzo, is not going to evade. He's going to jump in front of Mags.
You're going to give her aid?
Mm-hmm.
Mags? Aid? Jinzo. All right. Does Grigori want a bonus to his evade?
So I rolled it.
Oh, you already rolled before I... You rolled too quickly.
I did. I apologize.
That's your problem, not mine. A dragon. All right, you take
I got
cover.
A 1, and I was going to dive in front of Mags as well. Seeing that Jinzo's already doing it.
Oh, no. This is Simo.
Fuck
you can
that.
both be jumping into it. I'm fine with you both taking it if you want. Or you just dive in
Then
for
yes,
yourself.
I would. No,
No?
I would. I would dive in front, and I'd try to hit the table as hard. Or no, it's bolted down. I'd
Nope.
just dive in
This
front.
is an evade roll, and it is bolted down. So Grigori
Great.
also dives in front of Mags. Kason, do you want a bonus card? Do you need a aid?
Kason's gonna pull from his halfling training, and he's going to use hard to catch, which gives me a boon to evade.
Hell yeah.
Do you want a card as well? I will pre-tell you it's 32 points of damage.
Oh, don't kill me. Yeah, I'll take the card then.
Okay. We'll do a never never. Oh, we'll do at a cost. This is from Stardrew. So we're at 3.
Thank you, Sergeant.
So there's 2 left now. Did you make your roll?
So, but then I have a bane because of
So it'll wash 1 away.
shenanigans we had to go through. So yeah, so it's just 2.
Come on, dog.
Oh no, 18 and 16.
Do you want to push?
For evade? I guess I better push. I'll do exhausted because I am.
I mean, I think everybody in the stream is mentally exhausted right now. Don't worry, we're getting an all combat episode. 18? Do you want to patch it?
19 and 17. I failed. I have my patch.
Do you want to
I'll use
patch
my
it?
Patch.
Okay.
Use my patch.
Come on, low numbers.
Come on. All
The
right, so
one.
it's 2 dice.
Come on.
Come on. 2 and a
Regular
6.
10.
2 and a 6.
That is a 19. And is an 11. Fuck.
So you'll be getting some of the blast here. Unless you want to push
Some.
again. You can push again. You haven't rolled a 20. If you have anything left to push, which I think would be agility, I don't know how many you got left.
I have con and intelligence left. Everything else is checked.
You can push con. But man, those
Don't
death
push me.
saves are going to be hard.
That's me.
No,
Don't
I
push
better
me.
not do con. Let's do angry for intelligence. I'm so sick of this.
You should be. You should be.
It's a dragon. It's a demon. It's a demon.
A demon?
Man. So many 20s.
Jason?
Why did I push this?
Because I asked and you did it?
What
I
would
don't
the other
know.
one
Don't
have
blame
been?
me.
The other one would have been an 8, but it was 20.
But it's okay. It's okay. What really matters now is, Davina, you come out of the memory screaming. There's a mask sitting on Mag's lap. You know that is actually your mask. And her
My
mask merged together.
So I was one too?
No, it was your retinue mask and her mask.
Yeah, so I
Merged
was
together.
a ret.
You rolled a 1 or whatever it was you were in there. That is your mask. You vividly remember that being one of yours. And it is the two merged together. That's why it's patchworky. It doesn't look right. It's because it's two masks seamed together. You are not being shot at right now. Everybody else is. I'll give you an action. What do you want to do? Oh, it's a spread.
Oh, it's a spread?
Yeah, it's a blunderbuss. It's like a pistol.
I don't know.
Yeah, like a shotty.
Are you evading? Are you worried? Are you grabbing somebody? Everyone's diving in front of Mags. There's two people diving across the table like this right now to take the shot for Mags. Kaysen stands up and just takes a chunk of it. He doesn't even get quick enough out of his chair because he's coming out of a ritual.
Pretend it was to save Max.
I mean, you could have been saying you were going to do that too, and a whole team gets shot doing this.
Let me see what this spell
You could
does.
cast a spell at this person. You do whatever you want right now. I'm giving you free reign, Diana. What do you want to do?
Would you consider this a loose object, or he has a tight grip on it?
He's shooting a gun. If he has a loose grip on a gun and he's shooting it, he should be fucking fired from the game. Like, that's not...
He's got a loose grip. He's fired. This never happened. Good.
You're fired.
perfect.
Never happened. You're out of here.
We
He's
rolled for
holding
it.
it
It's fine.
Camo
firmly.
I'm gonna try and banish him.
Banish me?
Shit.
Girl, let's go. It is feasible. You are 100% correct right now.
I'm gonna try.
What is the roll for banish? Hold on here. He is a creature with 4 fury. Ferocity. So I get 4 actions. Which means I am harder to banish. Banishment spell. I don't think you've gotten this to work yet.
Banish. Here we go. Instant demons and undead rising
Yep.
from their
He is-
graves are
he is
violation of the natural order and must be
Motherfucker.
stopped. The spell inflicts 2d8 damage on
So,
such being
first
each-
question.
Yes.
How much
Yes.
willpower do you got left?
I have a lot still.
Even after taking the willpower damage? Because that didn't reset.
Yeah. I
Oh,
still
okay.
have
12.
12.
You got
So
a
it's-
17 will.
It's 2 per rank. Do you want to cap it out and do as much as you can to him?
Cap it out.
So that would be rank 3, right? That's the most you can do is power 3. Todd, correct? So it'd be 6 points. So 6 points, power 3. Demons and undead rising from the graves are a violation of the natural order must be stopped. The spell inflicts 2d8 damage on such a being. Each additional power level adds a d8. So you're adding 2 more d8. Armor and natural armor have no effect. The spell cannot be dodged or parried. I can't dodge or parry it. Would you also like to add cards? So you're currently doing 48 if you're successful on this.
Yes, please.
Now.
Because,
You're using spiritualism to cast it.
yes.
That is under will. Are you at a bane? Do you have a condition there?
So,
Do you have scared?
I do have scared.
Then you're rolling it at a bane. No other penalties.
Okay.
And no one can
So-
help you because they all already took their actions.
How many dice do I roll?
2d2. Well, no, she got to cast
the
it.
20s.
2d20. You take
Oh, right.
the highest, and it has to be lower than your spiritualism. This is for all the marbles, or it's 32 points of damage to this party.
Let me just see. My spiritualism is 15. Okay, here we go.
Give me that 20. Take the
That's
worst.
a 4 and a 5. That's a 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. Adam's my witness.
I can see
As-
out of one eye.
I'm saving my my family. That is her goal.
As the spell goes off, the banishment hits. He ignites on fire. Diana, you now have the ability to cast anything from the elemental hand of fire as well, since you're a retinue. So you now learn a new school of spells, which I'll get you that afterwards. As he ignites on fire, as the gunshot goes off, can you please roll me your 4d8, and would you like to add cards for extra damage?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
we'll do Nessie's for a D4. Would you like to use, before you roll,
Yes.
would you like to use a blue card as well for a D6?
Yes.
So you got a D4 and a D6. Would you like to add a purple card? That'll give you a D8.
Yes.
Would you like to use the max crit card that was just played that is a gold card?
Someone just played it. That I mean it. So yes, who played it? Thank
Serving
you.
Hands played it. Do you want to use that?
Katie. I'm using it. Thank
Max crit means that you would double all this damage maxed.
you. Yes. So
So
D6.
48, a
48.
D6, a D4, a D6, and a D8.
4d8,
48
a d6, and d4.
and a D8. Another D8 because of the
So I
purple
need-
card.
So
I need
a total
two more
of
D8s.
It's just maxed.
five-
You don't have to roll. It's
Everything's
max.
Oh,
So
it's
is that
damage.
max.
5 d8s is
Sorry,
what,
okay.
40 plus another 10 is 50?
And then
Right now?
it's
And then
times
double?
2. Yes.
100 points of
Holy shit.
damage?
As you shoot this banishment out of
Thank
you,
you.
as he ignites on fire, you see the metal melt off of the bone as he starts to eviscerate into ash. The shotgun blast does go off. Kaysen, you do take 32 points of damage.
Okay, my armor takes some of that off.
But you would just go to 0 in this game as you get blasted.
Okay.
You two are trying to take it from Mags, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Jinzo went first. You take 32. What's left?
It'll be 16 then, yeah?
Grigori, you take 16. Is there anything left?
Fuck. Fuck no.
Do you have any hit points left? Does any of it pass through the Mags? Remember to use your armor if you have any.
1 point would pass to Mags.
Mags armor gets hit. Your captain doesn't go down as everybody else hits the deck.
Do I get hit too?
Nope, didn't shoot you. But I don't get my 3 other actions as you eviscerate him in 1 spell.
Great.
This also means everyone starts making death saves. I have a really important question for Slit to end our show. Good sir, can I have a craft roll to make sure that the figurehead that you guys stole got installed so everybody rolls death saves with a boon?
Fuck yeah, you can.
A 1. All right, everybody. That means we'll be starting with Mags and Davina alive. Everybody else on the floor when she comes back, as the ship is currently under attack by a swarm of skeletal undead. Upstairs, you can hear the Sky Hunter going off. I hope that Davina will like her new ability to heal people by taking damage for herself with the new Hand of Flame. As her talent comes into play at the end of her Wanted, I need the audience to roll me a d20 for our next Wanted for episode 6. While that is happening, everybody, does anyone have anything going on as we end tonight's memory nightmare? I promise it was not to keep her nightmares. But I know Todd knows who this is, and he also knows that person is not dead.
I don't
The
want to play this
skeleton's
game
not
anymore. This is too
That's
stressful.
the correct response.
I'm done. I quit.
What? Who's not dead?
An 11. An 11. Does anybody else have anything else going on this week as I pull up who an 11 is here? Any new shows? Any new
Try to
things? We're going to have a lot of combat next week. Everyone's going to be in the middle of it, getting up from the ground. It's going to be entertaining, to say the least. Nothing else for
Did you sell a
anybody?
shirt that says "Let the dice decide"?
Nothing.
Here, I'll put that up.
Direct people to that.
Hold on here. I have Todd's stuff somewhere here. Hold on.
I think
Hold on.
everything's 35% off right now too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Todd's
Gotta redo
t-shirts.
some of those. Gotta add more. I've neglected it for a while, but they're still there.
They're still there. Ooh, my Steam Deck is not working. Love my Steam Deck. We are going to do secret time for everybody, just so we know. Todd, you got a link you can drop me? Because my Stream Deck has decided that I am no longer its friend this evening.
I can find it. It'll take custom.
Well, with that, if nobody else has anything, I'll give the announcement. We will be doing secret to hand out experience for everybody to get up from what's going on. And oh boy,
Jeez.
Jinzo, man, buddy, you got the worst of it, I think. You
I
got the worst
did.
of it.
Oh, fucking I
Dude,
got
I
other
hate
stuff
it
we gotta
here.
talk about,
This
too.
is no. I've been playing this to relax.
While they say
done.
they hate it here, everybody, thank you for so much for joining us tonight. Allie will be back next week with everybody. I will be here Wednesday this week for EFP Live. We're going to be going into our first episode with our Cyclopean Psi Knight playing Breachers. That's going to happen this week on Friday. And then on Saturday, we're going to have finally our first Rise in Design now that OBS is working the way it should. So Wednesday afternoon, I'll see you. And then I'll see you Friday. And then I will see you Saturday as well. All that stuff will go up this week now that everything is running the way it should. I hope you guys enjoyed this Frank House Dilemma episode, because I feel like that's what it was. For anyone who has a Secret shirt, we'll see you over in the secret room. Until then, good luck, everybody. May the tides find you, because that's what the GMs want. Wave bye, everyone. Bye.